Whew. Chrismer, Arwijn. Is it Rincewynd or Rincewynd?
Rincewynd.
Rincewynd. And Pacal. The four of you are prisoners, and you have all been brought to the city of Whitewall to compete in the Gauntlet for not only your freedom, but a chance at a share of 10,000 gold. In addition to the four of you, there is another prisoner who none of you have met yet. You've been brought to your cells or rooms. It's a little nicer than your normal prisons. I don't have like little furniture tokens or anything. I haven't gotten that detailed with it yet. This one room does have some. This one room right over here does have some furniture drawn in. This map, by the way, I don't know if I need to credit this, but this map is from the new D&D book, Mythic Odysseys of Theros, which is actually pretty cool. I'll probably be using some monsters from that.
Cool.
But I just, I did edit a little bit, just to make it easier to use on Roll20, but that's what this map is from. I see you guys moving your little tokens around. That's cool. I gotta get Tony and Catz. I gotta get. There we go.
So I'm in this room down here.
I have a backstory for Chrismer. I just need a little bit of background information for the other characters if you guys have it. If you don't want a backstory, that's fine. You can just be a person. I'm going to...
My guy, right, so my guy is just a stupid, tough, dumb, nice dwarf.
Stupid, tough, dumb, nice dwarf.
Yeah.
Got it.
Imagine, you know, George from George and Lenny.
Oh, okay. So Tony and Catz, can you give me just a little bit of some sort of background or backstory for your characters? I know you just created them, so it doesn't have to be detailed. Just to give me a little bit of idea of what you want or what you have in mind for your character. You can flesh it out later if you want.
Oh, Catz, we can't hear you.
I can go first.
Yes, go on,
I'm
Tony,
a
while
monk
Catz sorts his,
from and my martial arts master runs a disreputable martial arts school that hires out its students to do intimidation and protection racket activities.
Nice.
Right, Catz is just trying to sort his microphone. Catz, if you've plugged in a new one, try refreshing the connection. And that usually sorts that out. Yeah.
I'm going to...
Hold on, I still can't hear Catz.
Right, I'm putting my microphone back in.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Right, backstory.
Yes, yes.
My character was a farm boy who lived with his auntie and uncle. His father had been killed by a very full sorcerer many before, and he was desperate to leave the farm and go on a quest, but his auntie and uncle held him back for a very long time. And he's just very happy that he met someone who would take him off the planet, off Tatooine. I mean, off wherever he was to go on this quest.
Type Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Skywalker, yeah.
I thought I recognised that backstory.
Wow.
This is great.
Yeah, it's fun.
You're Luke Skywalker. Okay. All right.
I'm just a gay
I'm
pirate.
going-
Like,
I'm going to DM you guys what you were imprisoned for. The the information I send you, some of it I might say out loud, like in character as an NPC, but don't say it out loud out of game, but you are free to share it in game, as much of the information as you want. I say don't say it out of game because if anything is like a surprise or it might be something your character might reveal later, I don't want to spoil it.
My character's too dumb to know what's going on.
That's probably true. Why is there a red X for your character?
Why is there what?
Where do we get those DMs?
On my
Do we
end,
get
there's
those
a
DMs?
I think it's going to send you on Discord.
Yeah, I'll send it on
Okay.
Craig, can you... Well, I mean, if you want to zoom into the visible area so the viewers can see on your Roll20 screen there. There's a red... There's a red X. I am going to go ahead and apologize to the chat. I don't have much experience with Roll20. Craig kind of, just a few days ago, said, hey, let's do this on Friday. So I've been scrambling to learn as much about Roll20 as I can since then, because I thought I had more time to prepare. So I do apologize that I'm a total dunce when it comes to Roll20. I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why there's an X over. That's driving me nuts. Oh, whatever. Craig's character has an X over his head right now.
Okay.
I'm looking in vMix on the. I can't. You're kind of zoomed on the one of the side rooms.
So I am. Sorry. I need to.
Sorry, I just want everyone to be able to see it. I might apologize.
Plan view. I move that over so everyone can see it. Okay, I need to move it actually on the screen. So hold on.
Responding to Heat Shield, he says, Conspiracy Catz, now would be the time to declare any special abilities or items to the Dungeon Master, like Old Knife, Spit Venom, Empath, Curious, Glowing Stone.
Yes, I've got those.
All of them.
I think
All of those.
so I know what stuff they have. Right now, they don't get any. They don't really get any equipment right now because they're in prison. They'll get their equipment when they head into the Gauntlet. Okay. All right, there we go. Hold on, Vishanti just told me how to get rid of the red X. Where'd that go? Oh, crap. I've got too much crap on my screen.
Hey, Em, I just have a question. How familiar are you with Vampire the Masquerade?
Not at all. D&D is the
Okay.
only tabletop role-playing game that I've played. I've actually only been playing it for 2.5 years. It's the first one I got into.
Oh.
I'll probably eventually break down to others, but I'm still trying to master this one. Right next to someone, click on their token. Somebody probably click the circle thingy on the bottom right, and you can take the X off.
Everybody should be playing RuneQuest.
What's RuneQuest?
It's a role-playing game set on a flat Earth.
Ah.
And if that doesn't sell you on it,
there you go.
no, it's a.
Thank you, Vishanti.
It's basically a sort of. It is just so different from any other fantasy setting you have ever come across.
Cool.
It's just really, really weird, but really, really cool. Anyway.
Right, let's get on with it then.
Yeah.
All right. So,
What
You've
we
all
were
been-
arrested for? You said something about the end?
Let me DM that to you. I have that for... Who do I have? Got me all mixed up here because we got new people. Okay. Catz, you were... Oh, Luke Skywalker. Okay. Oh, gosh.
Someone in the chat said it could have also been the Dread Pirate Roberts. So from Princess Bride, which was a good call. So it's a mystery.
I want a tabletop role-playing game that's basically just The Princess Bride. That would be amazing.
Oh, what
Yeah.
a great film that
That'd
was.
be awesome.
That film was
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, I've got that saved as a meme on here to play.
Wait, Catz, are we friends? Are we friends on Discord?
I don't
'Cause I can't send you.
know. I'm useless at Discord. Let me have a look.
'Cause I can't send you a message. Friends.
Can you? I don't even know how to do a friend request on Facebook. Can you friend request on Discord? Can you friend request me and I'll get an alert?
I did, yeah.
You did? Oh, great. How do I find that then?
Should get a friend
On the
request
left at the top,
Yeah.
where it says home, click on home, and under friends,
Got it.
there'll appear a
I've
little
accepted.
alert. Right.
Brilliant. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Well, I've still got one. Did that work?
Yeah, I'm typing it out to you now.
Cool.
Again, I apologize, chat.
Well-
Bear with me.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
We're getting there.
While we've got a little bit of dead time, I was on a stream with Irish Demon a little while ago, and he said, "Has anybody ever come across a funnier film than Austin Powers?" And I started listing off all the films that I thought were funnier. Yeah, I'm kicking myself now that I didn't put The Princess Bride on that list.
Yeah. See, Princess
It is a great film.
Bride. Princess Bride is strange, right? Because I hadn't heard about it, and like me and we were choosing with my fiance at the time. She's like, "We're having a movie night, and I'm choosing, and we're going to watch The Princess Bride." And I was like, "Oh, great! That sounds like a fucking chick flick I really want to watch." And by the end of it, I was like,
Yep.
"This is the best movie ever!"
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
Yeah.
It's the name, isn't it? Like The Princess Bride sounds like it's going to be some kind of chick flick, but it's nothing like that at all, is it? It's like an
No.
adventure film. It's brilliant.
Well,
Exactly.
Catz, I sent you your...
that's part of the point, is the son's reaction, the grandson's reaction.
Yeah. All right. Just while you're doing that, I would quickly say that thank you to subbytech.com for sponsoring this 14-hour stream. I really do appreciate it. Subbytech.com is the place to get high-quality charging cables and power banks. Subbytech's power cables have a magnetic connector which can stay in your device's charging port, which helps keep dust out and makes it super easy to connect your charger. The fact it's magnetic means it disconnects quickly and there is less chance of the cables breaking. The cables come in 4 colours and have an awesome flashing look which makes it seem as though the electric is heading towards your device. The power banks are great for when out and about and arguing with flat earthers on Facebook. If your phone starts to run out of power, just plug it into the power bank which can hold up to 3 full charges and charge 2 devices at the same time. Head to subbytech.com now. Thank you very much to Subbytech, and if you would like to win one of the awesome flashing charging cables, then there's 5 of them that have been given to give away anywhere in the world. So if you want to win one, then go to my Twitter at FTFE official and tweet me the dumbest thing you've ever heard a flat earther say. And towards the end of the 40 hours, we'll get the chat to choose the 5 best, and you will get a free charging cable.
Spurs told me that planes work because of the temperature gradient between the bottom and the top of the wing.
Yeah, but Spurs also said that there was a murder on board a spaceship docking with the ISS, so...
Did he indeed?
Oh, yeah. So it was probably one of the first times I'd spoken to Spurs. I was on Red's Rhetoric's channel, and he was like, "Oh, well, explain this." And he showed a video of, from within the point of view of the capsule, looking through the front window as it's docking with the ISS. In the reflection, you could see people, operating the controls and stuff. But no, Spurs could see a woman being murdered in the reflection. And he wanted to know why there was a murder on the ISS.
Oh, God.
Oh, Catz doesn't know what to say about that one.
I'm not surprised though. I'm still not surprised. It's incredible.
All right.
When can I chop someone's head off?
Right.
That is a good question.
I'm sending the last last one now.
It's been a while since I've killed anybody too.
I mean, the thing is, right? I'm a gamer, right? And people were saying, "Oh, video games make you violent," blah blah blah. But I've hardly killed anybody.
Yeah,
Just a few.
I really think the first 4 should be for free, right?
Yeah. You gotta get a feel for it, Right, do we all know what we were imprisoned for?
I just got to send it to prisoner.
Yep.
Not yet.
I don't know.
Okay. I have sent a DM to all 4 of you
Thank you very much.
on Discord.
Crafty Keela for €5 says, "Can't be asked going to Twitter. Most stupid thing I've heard from a flurf is birds can breathe through their wings." What?
Ooh, that I like. I like that.
Oh, Crafty.
That is good.
That is
That is good.
Okay, over to you, Em.
I want to put a question to the chat and to you guys, just because I've been kind of flaky this whole time because of how nervous I am. What have I not described in particular about the setting and like as an intro to this campaign that you guys want to know before we dive in?
I think I've got enough information. We're all in prison for some reason.
We're going to fight each other in a gauntlet or fight
I
people
like
in a gauntlet and stay alive.
Yeah.
You're
We've got a
working
mystery prison
together.
with us.
You're not fighting each
What?
other. You're working together and fighting, fighting
other
creatures.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And we'll
I
kick
have a
it-
question.
That's
Are we
something, right?
Can you boot
basically
the-
in?
Sorry, go on, Tony.
Are we basically in medieval Europe with magic?
Yeah.
Essentially, yes. My world's a little more
Okay.
flavorful than that, but that's your standard D&D setting. Yeah.
Just
More like
yeah.
more like Game of Thrones. More like Game of Thrones.
No, there's an ice wall in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay. Let's do this.
The other wants
When
to
you
know
were
what your
brought-
character's wearing.
That's
Great.
Nothing. My character's always naked.
probably just a loincloth. So when you were brought to the Gauntlet, you were knocked out, and Rincewynd. Make sure
Rincewynd.
I'm pronouncing that. Rincewynd cases probably bluntly knocked out, but they would have used some sort of poison or something to knock you out and brought to the Gauntlet. So you did not see any of the halls you went through before you got to your room.
Okay.
And the 4 of you wake up. The 4 of you wake up in these rooms, and the door to the room is like like a medieval prison door. You can see right through it. There's no privacy. You've got a place to sleep and a place to defecate. You got a bucket. But it's a little bit bigger than the prison cell you had before. The bed's a little nicer. You're being treated ever so slightly better. Your cell is ever so slightly better than when you were in prison. Try telling a D&D character that math doesn't describe reality.
I know, right?
So you wake up in the cells, a little disoriented, but you know why you are where you are. If any of you look out the doors, you can't see each other because of the orientation of your cells. And if Rincewynd, I'm going to mess that up so many times. Rincewynd, if you look across, the cell across from you is empty. And Chrismer, if you look across that cell, there is an elf in the cell. He's about 6 feet tall, has copperish skin, no hair. And he's just kind of sitting on the floor. He looks angry. So
Can we just imagine
right now,
Daniel
what-
Pratt with big ears?
go for it.
Cool.
Actually. So right now, what are you doing? What are you thinking?
I want to get out of here.
Well, I want to clean my cell. I want to make sure that there's nothing in here like surveillance stuff that they're using to magical surveillance devices, crap that could poison me or kill me, and potentially weapons/lockpicks.
My guy just wants out because he's hungry and has a headache.
My guy wants out because yeah, yeah.
So Pacal, you look around.
Everybody wants out.
Pacal, you look around your cell. You don't see any engravings or runes on the stone walls of the cell that would lead you to believe there's any sort of magic warding. Your bed looks perfectly normal. Your bucket looks perfectly normal. You're pretty confident that you're not being magically monitored by anything in your cell. So who has? Craig. I'm sorry, Rincewynd. I'm assuming you're at the bars of your cell door trying to get out.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to give your character the benefit of the doubt and say he at least understands that he's here to earn his freedom. Of course, his hunger can easily take that over, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that if someone smacks him across the face and says, "Calm down, you're going to go fight for your freedom," he'll say,
"Yeah, he's heard.
Don't ever slap me again."
He's heard stories of his dumb brothers being knocked out and waking up in a similar situation, so he's aware of what's happened before.
Okay. See, that's what I love. Just started and you're already into the story. I love it. And Clive Wells says the elf is a flurf, torment him.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Who has spellcasting? I know Rincewynd, you do as an Arctic Dwarf, you have a couple spells, and somebody picked a spellcaster class, right?
That would be Space Combat.
Sorry?
Yeah, was I a sorcerer? I think I picked sorcerer.
Okay.
Arcane,
so you know
Arcane,
Eldritch Knight, that's what it was. Eldritch Knight. Okay.
Yeah.
Just did you pick your spells yet? I forgot to ask before.
Well, it says Ray of Frost on my spell, I think.
Yeah, yours are assigned by your race. Yours are assigned by your race. You do have a couple spells. Catz, did you pick your spells?
I don't know. How would I know if I did that?
So if you have your character sheet up, you can click on where it says Action, Spells, Equipment. You can click on Spells, then Manage Spells,
click on that.
and then you can go into Add Spells, and it tells you what you can pick. Cantrips are spells that you don't need to use your spell slots for. They're kind of spells that you can just use whenever you take your turn on your action. And regular spells, you use spell slots, and your character sheet shows you how many spell slots you have under spells. So Arwijn and Rincewynd, you notice that you can't feel your magic. There's something blocking it.
Oh, feel wrong. Hungry. So I've got a big axe. I'm going to start hitting the door with my axe.
I've said this twice. You don't have anything until you get into the Gauntlet.
All right, I've got big fists. I'm a dwarf. I'm angry. I'm punching the door.
So
I look around. I
Chris,
decide to see if I have any lot picks.
See if you have any what?
Lot picks on me that I stashed away somehow.
Well, they would have strip searched you.
Yeah.
I'm so gonna regret asking this question. Would you have stowed any away in places that a strip search couldn't get to?
Yes.
Then I will allow you in.
I'm now hitting the door with my head.
The elf in the other cell, you can see him walk up, and you hear him yell out the door, "What's all that racket?"
I ask him if he's got any food.
No, I don't have any food.
Then I tell him I'm going to eat him.
What do you need? We have to work together to get our freedom. Why are you going to eat me?
Because I'm hungry.
Then wait till they bring you food.
But I could eat you.
He shakes his head and he turns around and walks to the back of the cell.
Stupid elf. Too
Okay.
skinny to eat anyway.
I try to pick the lock of the cell door.
I carry on hitting the
Right.
door with my head.
So you have charisma. You actually know how to play D&D. Give me a sleight of hand check. Looks like your modifier for that is a +1. So roll a d20. How do we do that in roll 20? I knew how to do that until I said that out loud. So on the left side of the screen, there you have a little menu of options menu, and there's a die. A little menu should pop up, and you can go down to D20, and you click on that, and it should. For me, it rolls a die on the screen. You might not have 3D dice enabled so for you, but so you rolled a 2, and then add your modifier +1. You rolled a 3 to pick the lock. Where did you have that lock pick hidden?
In the trunk.
All right, so it's a bit too slimy to really get a grip on anything with the lock, and you fail to pick the lock on that event.
Okay. Oh, lock pick broke. Okay.
So
Well,
we've gone from lock picking to body cavity extraction to cannibalism in quite short order. This is an emotional roller coaster for everyone, I think.
Well, it's technically not cannibalism. One's a dwarf, one's an elf.
Yeah, that's not really cannibalism.
So I noticed that the slats on my bed are quite sharp, and I'm going to try and jam one of those in the lock.
Do you? Can I get an investigation check, please?
There's slats that are on the bed, and I've just started breaking them because I was angry, and now they're sharp.
Oh, you're going to be one of those guys. Okay, I'll allow that. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Big sharp
I
pointy
was
stick.
going to say it's a metal bed, but I told you it was more comfortable. So wood slats would make more sense if it's comfortable. Okay, I'll allow that.
So well, it could be metal slats. It could be metal slats, and I'm a big, massive, small angry dwarf. And I've now broken one of those metal slats and snapped it in half, and it's a pointy bit that I can put in the lock.
If it's metal, I'm going to make you roll an athletics check. If it's wood, I'll let you just get... I'm not finishing that sentence.
Okay. How do I roll an athletics check?
I got to watch the way I say things with you guys. So on your screen, you'll have a section where it lists your skills. So you look for athletics, and your modifier is right next to that, and you have a +4. So on Roll20, you want to go over to the dice and pick a D20, click on that, and whatever the result is, you want to add 4. But there are ways to do this where you can just roll it and it automatically add, but well, hold on, slow down. We're going to go with the first one, which is a 16.
I didn't realize I rolled it again, sorry. I didn't see it on my screen, right?
They come up on the chat on the side if you don't have 3D dice enabled. You can just look on the chat. Yeah. You can go into the setting, your settings at the top right, and enable 3D dice, and it'll roll it right on the screen. But yeah, you rolled a 16 and you add 4, and that's a 20. Yeah, you break the metal flat, and it's pointy.
Cool. So I'm going to try and use that to open the door.
You're going to jam it in the lock?
Well, I'm going to try and just lever the door open.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna have you make a check for that. These doors are very, 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 very well made. Just trying to lever it open is not gonna work.
Give me a long enough pull and a fulcrum, and I can move the world.
Your
Give me a
strength
long
score
enough
is
pull. You mean a long enough lever.
Is
Fine.
the dwarf smart enough to come up with that idea of a fulcrum?
no. Well,
No.
Al, well, your intelligence is a 14. You're not that dumb.
I
He
lose
seems
interest
to
in the
be-
door
he
and
seems
start
to be-
picking my teeth with the pointy metal thing.
That's what I was about to suggest. He seems about smart enough that he should just be chewing on whatever he broke off his bed.
Okay, I want to talk. I look over to Elf and say, "What you in here for? What are you in here for?"
You're down the far end, aren't you?
I'm right in front of him, aren't I?
Yeah, Charisma's right in front of him. I have to get a mini for him. He walks up to the bars. I don't think that's any of your business.
Well, we're here, and I mean, there's nothing we can do apparently. What are?
I'll come along eventually to let us in the gauntlet.
Go back to the
What
back
are
of
you
the gun,
looking
just leaning. I don't know.
You don't know why you're putting down.
No. They just came, picked me up, and brought me here.
I was eating food and they brought me here.
What?
I was just eating some animals I found, and then they said I wasn't allowed. Hit me on the head, and I was here. I shout at the elf in the other cell across from me. Oi, you, elf!
What?
How long this take?
It takes however long it takes.
Can we make guard come quicker?
Maybe if you scream loud enough.
I scream loud.
Someone shut that dude up.
I scream
Arwijn
louder.
Arwijn and Pacal, you see a 6.5 foot tall, well, roughly 6.5 foot tall human with brown hair and ice blue eyes walk through this door right here. You guys can see that circle pop out, right? When I do that? Okay. Walk through that door right here. What is going on? Sorry, my accents are horrible, so I'm just going to go with it.
Who saw it? Catz and Charisma.
Tony and...
Catz and Tony saw the guard come in, or this thing come in, right?
Did the guard not let me out?
No.
No, he's just
That's
walked
not
in
how
and
it works,
asked what the commotion is because I'm shouting.
Can I use my magic to bewitch him so he can open the door for us?
If you try, you notice you can't feel your magic. You can't use it.
Oh.
There's an anti-magic feel.
That's meta gaming.
Um,
I'm just kidding.
Hey!
can I
Just kidding.
magic the lock?
Can you magic the lock?
No, you just said I can't use my magic.
Yes.
Can we?
I hear Cat's character trying to talk to the guard, and I shout at the guard, "Guard, me hungry, get food."
You'll get your food soon.
Now, let me out.
Well, can we wait until he brings us our food, and then when he opens the door to give us the food, we just.
Why? Okay,
You can try. Yes.
Out of game, DM the character. Why would you want to do that if you're here for a chance to win your freedom? I'm okay with you doing it. I'm just curious. Why would you do that if you're here?
Oh, so we're not trying to get out. Sorry, I thought we were trying to break out the cell. We're not trying to break out the cell then.
Well, we know we're waiting. We know we're waiting for the Gauntlet. We've been captured, waiting to be sent into the Gauntlet.
I'm going to sleep until the Gauntlet.
All right.
Is
So
that...
I'm going to approach the cell as soon as the guard is out. As soon as the guard is finished placating the dwarf, and I'm just going to start yelling down the corridor. So for the benefit of the angry, the far cell, we're here to work as a team to get out of this cesspit. So if you're acquiring useful equipment, rest up. Try not to damage yourself, because by doing that, you're damaging my chances of winning freedom. You are now a resource. We all work together. We all work as a team. We all get out of here.
I grunt, say whatever, stupid, and go to sleep.
Yeah, my character just crosses his arms and stands in the corner like, whatever.
I am now farting and snoring loudly.
You could hear his eyes rolling in the back of his head.
Oh boy. Oh gosh. Okay.
Whatever. Whatever.
Thanks, Clyde.
Can we strike up a conversation with you?
You strike up a conversation with you.
Can we Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to. I love the Doctor Who shirt, by the way. I just noticed that.
Thank you. And what information does the guard give us that might be useful?
Well, what do you say to him? It's a role-playing game, Catz. Play the role.
We ask him. We ask him about the opponents that we're going to be fighting to get some inside information. That's what we do.
Oh,
He grins at you. You want an advantage going into the first round?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to give it to you.
I wake up and shout up the corridor to guard, I have gold!
No, you don't. We took your gold when you were
I have gold buried!
I want to try to seduce the guard.
We are in a prison. We have been in prison for some time.
As he meanders down this way to address Rincewynd, shouting, he passes Chrismer. What did you want to do there, Chrismer?
I wanted to seduce the guard.
Yeah, I heard you. I was giving you a chance to
Elaborate.
tell me exactly. Yes, elaborate. That's the word.
Hey, sweetie, I can make it worth your while to let me out of here.
It's already worth my while to leave you in there. You will be out in the Gauntlet eventually.
Yeah, but don't you lack something at home?
No, I have plenty at home.
A little extracurricular activities, maybe?
I don't need any extracurricular activities from a dirty prisoner like yourself.
I reached my hand to try to touch his face or something, yeah. Kindly.
He backs
not,
away. He backs away and smirks at you.
You're going to be that kind of guy, huh?
Yes, I'm that kind of guy. I'm the guard here.
Guard,
But
answer
you're more than
question.
a guard, aren't you?
What'd you say,
You're a
guy?
human, aren't you?
Rincewynd starts shouting at the guard, says, if your guard answer question, how long till we out here?
Go back to sleep. When you wake up, you'll get out.
Fine. I go back to sleep and immediately defecate on the floor.
There's a bucket!
I'm a fucking stupid dwarf!
You defecate while you're asleep?
Yeah?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Multitasking.
I just take my hand.
Parallel processing.
I'm trying to make it
Well,
smell in
that-
here so the guards will let us out quicker.
Okay.
Well, that didn't help.
No, now my cell just smells.
Oh, boy. Okay. So,
Your
a
cell
little bit of
smells.
time.
You crapped yourself while you're asleep. You smell.
That's not a nice thing to say to a dwarf. He's self-conscious. I mean,
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell he was a particularly sensitive dwarf from the moment he came in.
no, he knows nothing of self-consciousness and self-awareness. He's pretty much running on instinct at this point. So I think that we should all go to sleep for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
I said that a while ago. That was a good one. Let's do that.
You
Okay.
did.
All of us go to sleep.
Soaring.
And when we wake up, there's the noise of a guard coming in
Well-
the cells.
Don't
As
listen
the
to
guard
him.
As the guard leaves,
Wait,
I say,
what? Craig?
yeah, play hard to get. So as the guard
So-
exits, I scream at him, yeah, play hard to get.
He turns around and he walks back up to your cell doors. And what are you in prison? I'm sorry, I lost my accent on that. What are you in? I can do it again. What are you in prison for again?
From me or Chris or prisoner?
I'm innocent. They
No, he walks up to
got me
Chris
on
Moore.
wrong.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm innocent. They got me on wrongful charges.
You hear the elf from across the way yell, "That's what they all say."
No, I'm innocent. I'm completely innocent. I've done nothing wrong.
The guard laughs. Oh. That never works on me. And he turns and walks away.
And then we all
Lighter.
sleep.
Yeah, well, that can go to sleep.
And after some time, the guard comes back through here, and you hear him yelling, "Chow time!" There's a very loud ruckus coming from the dwarfs.
Yeah, I instantly wake up and charge headfirst at the door, concussing myself as I forget to slow down.
Oh my gosh. He is carrying.
We are
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to observe we are a highly tuned adventuring machine.
Yes.
Whatever scenario you have in mind stands no chance in the face
I
of
think
this sort of brutally efficient roleplay.
I think Craig might have to have a backup character.
Rincewynd rubs his head, says, "That hurts. Where food?"
The guard has a platter and has with 5 bowls, and he walks to each cell one by one. He gives you a bowl of what looks like the worst oatmeal ever.
How does he give us it?
The bowl's about
Right.
yay big.
Okay.
The bars are about that wide across. It's not showing on the freaking camera,
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
The bowls are a little bit narrower than the bars, so he just slides it under the bars.
Okay.
Or between the bars,
So,
on the ground.
as the guard comes to my cell and hands me the bowl, I grab his hand and sink my teeth into his arm.
Well, he's got to go cell by cell, so let's go one by one and see if anybody else does anything first. So, Arwyn, do you do anything when he brings you your food?
I take the food and I thank him because manners are important, and I ask him how long it's going to be before he lets us out to fight.
Not much longer after you're finished eating. The crowd is coming
Cool.
into the arena and they're getting rowdy.
Good answer.
I then ask him if I'll think of that. I'll come back to him.
Okay.
Pass on to someone
I'm
else.
gonna bring food to Pacal. I almost called you Pascal.
I'll accept the food and start eating it.
Okay. And to Chrismer, he slides it under the bars and walks away as quickly as he can.
Okay. Just, I have a question. I have a quick question. Does this guy have keys on him?
You don't see any on him. If you'd
Alright,
like to make an investigation roll to see if you can see any kind of bulges in his clothes to see where keys might be, I'll let you do that.
I know I saw one bulge. I know I saw a bulge whenever I was talking with him.
Yeah, not the kind of bulge that you needed, Chrismer. You were looking in the wrong place.
Where
You
are
have a
they
plus
showing
one.
up?
In the chat.
I have a
right.
+1.
Yep. So, yeah, you rolled 3 times. So the first one was a 19, so you get a 20. You can see a bulge in the pocket of his overcoat that looks like, a set of
Okay.
keys is in his pocket. It's his left
So
front pocket.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so if they
All right.
have we all seen that now?
Okay,
No.
Right.
I try to motion to the elf across the room from me, kind of silently so the guard doesn't see.
Okay, yeah, he's so I'll have that just be after he passes your cell, because I was already getting there. But Pacal's noticed the keys. No one else has. Chrismer,
Okay.
go ahead.
So I try to motion to the elf across from me while the guard has his back, to me.
Give
Hey,
me.
hey.
Oh yeah, I don't need to make you roll stealth for that. You're fine.
Okay. Hey, I think we can get the keys off of him if he's carrying any. But I need you to distract him first.
You might want to wait till we
I'm
get to me.
I'm tempted to call out metagaming there, because you don't know the keys are on him.
Yeah, true. Yeah, okay.
I'll let it go, because you did add if he has them on him, and that'd be a natural thing to say. So
In a cell it would.
I'll let it go.
Okay.
What don't you get? Just wait till they send us out there.
Fine. I just don't like being cramped up so long. On innocent charges at that.
How did you survive back in your old prison cell?
Oh, what happened then?
I'm just bringing in a little.
Right.
I got this off of DeviantArt. Didn't have a copyright thing, but I got it off of DeviantArt. The user. Where'd it go? User White Gold. Name of the piece is Old Bald Elf.
Cool.
Didn't have any sort of Creative Commons thing, so I wasn't sure what I need to do for that, but that's where I got it from.
Rincewynd starts rattling bars of his cage, going, "Where's my food?"
He stands in front of you. He holds up the bowl,
Right.
laughing at you.
I reach out and grab his hand and pull him
He's
sharply.
10 feet away from you. He's 10 feet away from you.
Okay, well he's got to get close enough to hand
Well,
me the
how
ball,
did-
right?
He will, but right now he's 10 feet away from you.
Okay, I look at him and growl, "Give me food."
You want this? You want this?
No. I want food.
This is food. He shows you the oatmeal on the bowl. This is food.
Come closer and give it to me.
He kneels down, sets the bowl on the floor, moves forward and slides it up to the bars and pushes it through the bars. His hand doesn't go through the bars, but he pushes it through the bars.
So I'm not able to reach out and grab him.
You can reach through the bars and grab him. I was just letting you know
okay,
he wasn't
right.
moving into the cell.
As he pushes the bowl towards me, I reach my hands through the bars, grab him, and pull him sharply towards the door, banging his head into the door.
Hold on. That is a grapple check. And in D&D 5th edition, the rules on a grapple check. The person making the check needs to make an athletics roll. So in your case, roll a D20 and add, where'd you go? And add +4. And the person...
21.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, damn.
The person you're rolling against can choose to make an athletics roll or an acrobatics roll. Come on. So this guy, I haven't statted him out yet, but he's going to be a guard. He should have a decent athletics. Strength,
guys,
strength probably 16 plus 3. I'm going to say he's got a +3 modifier. So let me roll a d20. And 19. Okay. Well, you were going to say something, Kurzmer?
Yeah, I'm just going to point out a little bit of etiquette for D&D. When you go to do something, don't say I grab him, blah blah blah. You say I attempt to do something because
I've attempted to grab him and pull him sharply towards the door. Right. So I rolled a 21. You rolled a 19.
I would have gotten to that eventually, but I was just trying to roll with it for now. Try to gently in that direction without coming out and saying, "Do it this way," because I don't want to.
Yeah. It's just etiquette is what it is.
I won that one then, yes? So it worked.
So you have successfully grabbed his arm, and you want to pull him into the bars?
Yeah, I'm trying to slam him into it so it knocks him out.
Do it.
Okay. Well, let's, how do we want to rule that? That doesn't have, like, specific mechanics to it.
Seems like
the Mexican Bob says they all have a great time with the unconscious guard. I say if you're trying to pull him...
else.
Go ahead, Tony.
No. It was a flippant comment.
Right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would say that probably requires a second grapple check.
Okay.
To pull him.
Roll a d20.
Maybe competing strength rolls?
Yeah, that makes sense. Strength versus strength. Okay.
Oh, 10. Have I got a +4 modifier? So that's only 14.
So we'll do athletics versus athletics. You got a 14. You got a 4, so it's 14. And... Aha!
Damn!
So you're not able to pull him hard. And he pulls his arm back and steps back. Nice try.
Just let us out. Finished food.
Did you say finished food?
Yes.
He looks down at the bowl. You haven't even eaten it yet.
Not hungry. Finished. Want out.
What? Not hungry.
Can't eat this. Need raw animal.
Oh. You are going to be a fun one.
Let me in Gauntlet already.
He walks back this way.
I shout, don't walk away from me. Want to fight in Gauntlet.
Does he come down my cell near to my door?
He does come past your cell door, yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to punch him through the bars of the door with the intent of knocking him prone. And then I'm going to spend 2 key points and flurry. That is my statement of intent.
He doesn't come within range. He doesn't come within 5 feet.
Well, that was my initial question, was does he come... So, okay, that was my initial question, was does he come within range of my door? Because at the moment, he's annoying me at the moment. So
my character just politely eats. My character just politely eats the oatmeal and just ignores everything.
I did politely eat my oatmeal, and I have been politely enduring his failure to explain the situation or give firm and commit to a firm timeline, and so if he's going to go through on the other side, I'm going to say to him, look, if you don't tell us when we get out of here, or what's going on, we're going to assume that it is in our interests to kill you, take the keys off you, and get out. So it's in your best interest if you explain to us why that isn't the best course of action.
Whilst you're doing that,
So
I start
you need
screaming,
to-
"Who shat in my cell?"
Line for getting out of these cells. Am I making
You
myself
stand-
clear?
He stands still 10 feet away, but looks at you through the bars of your door. You're one of those monks, right?
That's correct, yes.
So you understand fighting with the mind as well as the body.
Oh,
I do. Clearly, my
Well, that-
companions do not. And they're
That's-
annoying me because I had to
Can do it.
stay in here with them. So,
And toying your minds.
yes, which makes you my enemy, right? So you are now trying to negatively impact my chances to survive. So
Yes.
now I am justified in killing you.
Because I don't want to
Because
see
you're trying to
being
kill me.
will
You're
survive
trying
this
to kill
gauntlet.
me, therefore you're putting you are unnecessarily making yourself an obstacle between me and survival. And it's not a good move.
You assume it's unnecessary.
I
Get out
don't
of here.
assume anything of the sort. I am pointing out that it is in your best interest not to be an obstacle between me and my survival.
We'll see about that.
Can I threaten to kill myself, and then the guard has to let me out on humane grounds? Can I threaten to kill myself?
I'm going to remind you, you're a Genasi. The people here are very racist. A Genasi is not a dwarf, an elf, or a human. They won't care.
Right. Damn.
He's even
In that
being
case,
racist
can
towards a different type of human right now, and you're a Genasi, so yeah, they won't care.
Can I cast a perception spell?
Oh, the magic.
Your magic.
thing,
Can't
is
use
it?
your magic.
Magic.
Don't use it. I say no.
Also, I do want to apologize, Catz. I saw you mentioned in the chat, too, that you seemed a bit confused about what the goal was. Are you still?
It's to get
No,
out here
that's
and
the
fight.
fun. That is the fun. Don't spoil it. That is the fun of the game. Figuring out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm quite happy to be in limbo.
Okay. You do know why
I'm going to ask.
arena, right? You do know why your character's there, though?
Yeah, because we're in prison and we're going to fight together in the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We understand
I want to make sure I got that across.
The bit that I'm a bit confused about is why the campaign has started here and not with us being shoved out the door into the Gauntlet. But, you know, I'm sure all will be revealed.
Yeah. So we've all eaten our food now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
It's lovely.
Well, except
Oh,
for
good.
Rincewynd.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't.
It wasn't meat. I couldn't eat it.
So the guard standing right here reaches into his pocket and pulls out a metal ring with 5 keys on it, twirls them in the air a few times, and says, "Open." And all of your cell doors, you hear like a metallic click, and your doors all unlock and open.
I make a sound, a guttural sound like an animal being kicked in the nuts, and charge headfirst out of my cell door.
Are you going to run into the wall across the way, or
Of course.
run face first
why
into the
they
wall
put it
across
there.
the way?
Yeah. So I run face first into the wall.
I just politely walk out the door.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I moved your token, Craig. I'm used to doing that at my home game because I have a different setup and I control their tokens. So
Okay.
forgive me if I move your token. I'm going to try and get out of the habit of that because you all can control them. Vashanti just sent a DM. or I think it was in our group chat. She said, if you guys are still going in an hour, can I jump in at a dramatically appropriate moment or inappropriate? An hour from now will be 7:38, and I can go till 9 o'clock. The answer to that question is yes.
Awesome.
Since you already have your character made.
Yay.
So we don't need to go through all the character creation stuff. She can just jump right in.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
So what's happening now?
Well, after you run face first into the wall, if you'll indulge me, I just want to give a shout out to my best friend Josh. He is in my home group, and
Hey, Josh.
he's currently working. So, hi, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
After Rincewynd, after you shake it off after running face first into the wall, you notice there is a door next to you. It is a large, what looks like a heavy wooden door with an inset metal lock and a big metal doorknob. And to your right is the hallway that, if Rincewynd decides to use the brain that he does have, would assume is where everybody else is. And if he looks down that hallway, you can see there's a big room at the end.
I turn to the door to my left and start hammering on it, screaming, "Let me out! Let me out!"
Roll me in athletics. And while you're rolling that, we'll move on. Now that all the doors are open, we'll move up to Charisma. What do you want to do?
I just walk out the cell, just politely.
Okay. And
Nothing.
Rincewynd failed miserably, banging on the door, and the door doesn't budge, and nobody hears your screams to let you out.
I then turn around and notice everyone in the other direction and start walking that way.
Walking calmly?
Calmly, yes. Whilst muttering under my breath, "Stupid door, no work properly."
Oh, I mutter under my breath, "Stupid dwarves."
Oh, yeah,
Can I
Catz, you
roll?
you can ask to roll for anything. Here's how I like to do it. You just tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you if it needs a roll, and I'll roll for it.
I want to roll to find pretty much anything that I could hide in the rags of my clothes that might help me in battle.
In your cell or out in this room?
Both. Anything I find on my way in or out that I can hide that might help me, I'm going to roll for.
I'm not. I'm not the type of DM that says no when players ask me for stuff. But unfortunately, these rooms are squeaky clean. There's absolutely nothing that can help you unless you pick up your shit bucket and use that, or you want to use your bed as a weapon. Like you could take,
the shit bucket. Can I take the shit bucket? Is there shit in the bucket?
Have you shit in it?
Yes, I have. Can I take it? Just
you can bring
in
it
case
up
we
if
see
you
like
want to.
a monster or in your face.
All right, so a big stone, a big genasi, this tall person made of stone, is walking. You're basically playing Korg, aren't you?
Korg.
Korg.
Korg from Thor Ragnarok.
I just started a revolution, but I didn't get enough flyers, and no one turned up.
What? Buckets have got handles on. You can handle off, use it as a light. Just want the bucket.
You walk in and out carrying your bucket of. Yeah, okay. You walk out carrying your bucket of shit. Got it.
I'm going to emerge from my room, look to my left, then go into the bigger room. Is there anything of obvious value or utility in this larger room?
No, completely empty.
Okay. I'm going to turn and walk towards the door that
your
the
character
dwarf was
seems
just
fairly...
beating on.
So I'm going to say you can infer this is just a common room for the 5 of you to meet.
Okay.
That's the elf.
I'm going to turn to my left, go down the corridor, and examine
The
the
left.
other rooms to see if there's anything down in those rooms that that might be useful or that the occupants might have missed.
Um,
And I'm going to keep going down to that one on the far. So just near that door that Craig was bashing on, there's a room with a lot of furniture in it, for instance. Is that the
Right
one
there?
where the elf was?
no, that was the one right here. The little
Okay,
like the
yeah,
furniture.
yep, that one. I want to check that one with the furniture in here.
The furniture illustrations. Don't take those like exactly as they are. Again, this is a pre-made map.
No, I'm just. So nobody's been in this room, and I just want to check that there's nothing in here that we're overlooking.
The gate. Sorry, I'm going to move you right back here. The gate when you or the door when you try to open it is locked. That one does not open. It was the other 5 that opened.
Okay. All right. Then I shall turn and follow up. But presumably by this stage, action has happened with the rest of the player characters.
Is there anything any of you want to do before I jump back in as the guard?
Yeah. I want to see if there's somewhere on the corridors that I can hide while we are going down the corridors.
King Crimson.
So, what's happening?
A giant rock monster that wants to hide.
And what's going
Never
on?
mind.
He's got a trait called Merge with Stone, and I'm just trying to figure out how it works.
Ah.
You can cast spells without
Ah.
a trace spell once with this trait.
Can we cast spells now?
Casting protection for the. I'm trying to see if it functions as a spell or as a racial ability. Some of them work as spells. Some of them just are things you can do. But
Okay.
that is that allows him to walk without leaving any sort of trail behind. So that really doesn't make much of a difference here.
Okay. So.
But you could hide. Like you could, just as an example, you could hide like right here, in the corner between one of the doors and the walkway around it.
I just need to
Okay,
step
cool.
away from my screen for a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, actually. I think,
Raven said, so has this been the dungeon part of Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, I want to get into the fighting now. So I turn to the guards and say, "Time to fight."
Is everybody else ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna nip the clue, but I'll do what they do.
Okie dokie. Thank you, Brother D. Just stopped being by to say congratulations on 40k. Keep up the good fight. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. So we just wait for them to get back, and then what's going to happen? We're going to go out and fight.
Pick your weapons first.
Pick our weapons first. How do we pick our weapons?
You just go into the equipment section of your character sheet, go to manage equipment, and then I'll let you know what you can pick, because there's a lot of magic items in there, and you're not going to be allowed legendary
Okay.
magic items yet.
I just want to pick a battle axe.
That's fine. Get yourself a regular battle axe. You're only level 3, so
Yeah, just a regular battle axe.
regular battle axe. And armor too, if you want. Your dwarf.
Where do I get the armor?
Stay in the same place and manage equipment. You just there's. Let's see, what kind of armor should you get?
Extras. I don't see armors on.
Oh,
on
you're a
there.
barbarian. What am I talking about?
Oh, I don't need armor then.
Oh, Yes, you do.
Well,
You have you're as a barbarian, you get to add your Constitution modifier to your armor class, but it still only gives you an 11. So you're probably gonna want to go get yourself some. Let's see, you're level 3. Probably do with some.
How do I add armor though?
It's in manage equipment. You just click on where it says filter by type, and click on armor. But give me 1 second. Let me see what
I don't see that.
is suggested for about. That's not. I'll let you pick any of the any non-magical armor, except for full plate.
I
There's only
also
level
don't
3.
see where to choose the armor from.
So
you
you're
go
under
to,
equipment, right?
Sorry.
Sorry,
Go
go on
ahead.
in.
You go to manage equipment where you got the battle axe,
Yeah.
and then where it says filter by type, click
Oh, there we
armor.
go. Armor. There we go.
Yeah, so just look for the ones that just say like chainmail, chain shirt, half plate, stuff like that.
Armor of gleaming breastplate.
So the ones that armor of gleaming, it's magic, but it's a common magic item, so it doesn't have any like special, like it doesn't like add to your AC, it doesn't have anything like that.
Okay.
It's just got like a flavor thing where it never gets dirty.
All right. Well, I've put on some armor of gleaming chainmail.
Okay.
For me, I want to get the Mariner's set, the Mariner's studded leather, padded Mariners, because he was a pirate, so that kind of fits with his armor.
Is it magical or?
All I see is it says light armor padded. Let's see. Armor class 11, weight 8.
Items later. Just you're only level 3 right now, so. I
Okay,
don't
I'll
wanna
find
give you-
something.
Well, let me
Yeah,
check
yeah.
it first.
How many people have we killed?
No one yet. We're
What?
just
Yeah,
choosing
Not even the elf.
We're just choosing our armor and weapons apparently.
Oh, the Mariner's armor is magical, but its magic only helps you when you're swimming, so
Yeah.
I'll allow that. I wouldn't
Okay.
recommend padded though, because that kind of sucks. Your
Yeah.
rogue proficiency in light armor, so I would go studded leather.
Studded leather? Okay.
We're choosing equipment
Mariner.
Uh,
to what?
Yeah, and they're just going through and taking it now, but the next step, he's going to walk you to a room where you can choose your gear. They're just getting it ahead of
Okay.
time.
Okay. I've just done that. So.
Am I still hidden?
Sorry?
Am I still in hiding?
If you went around there and hid, then yes, you're still hiding.
So, right, I don't want to. Is this now a turn-based thing, or do we just chip in like? Because I don't know. Do we just chip in
I
when
haven't
we're
started
ready?
doing turns yet, so whatever you want to say. You're still in the common room.
Can I then roll for? Because I'm still in hiding and I saw this event coming. Can I roll for intuition?
What are you trying to do?
What am I trying to roll for
Yeah,
intuition?
what's your goal? Like, what are you trying to do?
I don't know.
If
I'm going to be
I'm-
honest.
if
I read
I'm-
it in the chat from somebody who told me to do it. I don't know what that means. I thought it meant like I might get a power of intuition or something.
No, I think.
Oh,
we're
did somebody
just,
say roll for initiative?
Oh, is it initiative? Was that what it was? Not
I think
intuition.
someone might have said roll
Initiative.
for
Yeah, roll for initiative.
You will
That's it,
all
yeah.
be rolling for initiative
Okay.
when fighting starts.
Okay.
As
Right.
far as
Right. Okay.
as far as
So-
weapons go, as far as weapons go, since I have a proficiency in both daggers and longbows, I was thinking just a crossbow and a dagger.
You have crossbow proficiency?
Well, I have longbow. Yeah, that's right, longbow. Sorry. So a longbow. Yeah. Dagger. Dagger's
You've got
fine,
hand
right?
crossbow. You have, yeah, you have simple proficiency with all simple weapons. You don't have longbow proficiency though.
Oh, okay, I thought I had longbow for some reason. So I have crossbow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a hand crossbow you can do. Yeah.
Right. Go on, let's get on with it and go and do some fighting.
Gosh, you're so impatient.
I know.
Oh, we still got yeah, never mind. They're not here right now.
Okay, so Catz / Arwijn, do you still want to hide, or are you going to come out with everyone in the common room with the guard?
I suppose I need to join my teammates and support them, so I'm going to go with them. But can I put weapons on and stuff?
And you can do it in your equipment, yeah. When he brings you into the next room, that's when you'll choose your equipment, but you can go ahead and do it in your sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, so just go to your character sheet and equipment and put your stuff on.
How much stuff do we get?
You are a monk, so you can choose 2 simple weapons if you want. Like you could choose 2 daggers or whatever counts as a monk weapon for you. Or you could take 1 martial weapon. Monks don't use shield or armor, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, whilst we are waiting, Rincewynd just starts peeing on the ground and doesn't say anything.
The guard's just going to ignore that.
Except some of the pee is quite clearly trickling over his sandaled foot. And it's sticky and warm and smells like there's been 400 cats locked in a room.
Back in 2nd edition, dwarves had the secret ability to determine whether or not a given stone passage was inclined at any level, and we always figured that this was how they did it. It was just urinating on the floor and seeing which way the urine rolled.
Yeah. As I continue to pee, which has now been going on for an ungodly amount of time, steam is rising from it, and I just look up and stare directly into the eyes of the guard.
Is it an intimate stir?
There is now a large pool of pee directly around the feet of the guard.
If you'll proceed with me to the next room, you can choose your weapons for the first round of the Gauntlet.
I'm going to clap the dwarf on the back. Nice.
What? I don't know what I did. Why is your feet all wet, guard? Guard, why is your feet all wet?
He opens this door. Why is this not working? There we go.
Because you're taking the time to put up his wet, urine-soaked footprints?
Oh, gosh. You can all follow the guard over. I'll let you all move your tokens all by yourselves. You're all big boys.
Okay, I'm going to take care to avoid stepping in his...
You're right, you pulled a Riley.
My character went the wrong way and is lost.
I'm going to return, take the dwarf and guide him. Just follow the urine. Follow the urine footprint.
How are you doing that? How are you moving your...
You can just grab your character and move it.
Did I not assign you to...
On the thing where you roll the dice, if you just...
On roll 20.
Yeah. Just
you are space comma, right?
Arwijn.
Yeah, there we go. What about the other elf? Can you? Who's moving him?
That's me. That's me. My bad. All right. So in this room, along this wall right here, there's a whole bunch of weapons, and you all have already gone through and picked. But your standard selection of weapons: daggers, swords, bows, axes, hammers, all your generic stuff. Nothing magical, nothing fancy. That you can go and pick through. Has everyone gotten, if they wanted a weapon, gotten a weapon?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know how to equip.
What's that, Catz?
I didn't know how to equip. You took me to my card. I didn't know. You told me to go to the card. I didn't know how to equip the weapons.
So there's a section on the character sheet where it says action, spells, equipment, features. You want to go to equipment? You've got some stuff in there that's for Warforged, so I'm going to take those out of there.
I don't know. Oh, action, spells, equipment, right. So go to equipment, yeah. Got it. It looks like I've got some weapons.
You just got to pick one.
I've got a lance, a sword, and a spear.
Ignore the thing I just popped in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, just pick which one you want, Catz.
Yeah.
How do I...
Reload your character sheet. I took the stuff that was in your inventory. I took it out because you had arm blades, which are for Warforged, which are basically like medieval robots. Craven says the shit bucket is an instant one. And Hector, the well-endowed, says pick the shit bucket, Catz.
I think you need to name. I think you need to name the bucket. I think that Nathan is a great name for a bucket.
I absolutely agree.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So
let's call it Nathan.
Let's just refer to it as the Nathan. Catz has on him the Nathan.
Oh no!
It's a bucket of Nathan.
A bucket of Nathan. Yes. Oh my goodness me! He got so triggered. That was so much fun.
Add items.
I have to say, I didn't imagine I could enjoy listening to Nathan Oakley, but you made it fun.
That's what I went in there for.
Catz, you go to equipment, then manage equipment, and then click on filter by type weapons. Scroll through there. Actually, you check common. That should do it. There's a checkbox for common, and then a checkbox for proficient. That'll narrow it down to weapons you are proficient with. And stick to the ones that are just in black text, as in not. Oh no, it's not going to show any magical ones. Right, because we checked common. So yeah.
Manage equipment, and then what? Weapons.
Yep.
Where is...
Click on weapons, and then proficient and common. You want both of those checkboxes clicked. Now you're a fighter, so you're probably going to want to take something. Either if you can specialize in two-handed fighting, like you could do dual-wield swords or daggers or something. You could do ranged, so you take like a longbow, or you can get like a long sword or a great sword and do something like that.
Right.
If you tell me what kind of fighting style you like, yeah. If you tell me what kind of fighting style you like, I can guide you in what to choose. Like for your fighting style, you picked great weapon fighting, so that would be a weapon you would wield with two hands. So you would pick like a maul or a great axe or a great sword or something like that.
It's a long sword two-handed.
A long sword is one-handed, but it has the versatile property, so you can go two-handed with it and do two-handed damage, and that would work for the great weapon fighting style.
Right. Let's do that.
So that lets you that lets you reroll ones or twos on your damage dice. So if you hit with a weapon with two hands and you roll a 1 on the damage, you can reroll it and possibly get an 8 or a 10.
So have I added that properly then? Have I done that right on my side? Have I clicked it? Yeah.
So we reload and try.
Whilst we're waiting, Rincewynd licks his big bulky finger covered in bits of poo and then sticks it in the guard's ear and shouts, "Wet Willy!"
What? Oh my gosh.
Mate.
Are you regretting
Your
now?
unilateral declaration of psychological warfare kind of underestimated where this dude is coming from.
Rincewynd giggles, looks at the floor, and starts urinating again.
Again?
Step up slope.
Again. You just pissed for like a solid minute.
You were
Damn.
picking items that arm blade. Those are. I wish those did not appear on the list. Arm blades are for warforged, which are like medieval robots. So you just want to pick the regular longsword.
Right.
I've added that in there for you, and you can pick your fighter. So I'll let you pick like a sidearm, some sort of sidearm weapon if you want. Like you can have a dagger or a short sword or something. You can pick a shield if you want, and I would recommend going with half plate or chainmail armor.
Oops.
You're only level 3. I'm not letting you have full plate yet.
Right. So you're talking to me?
Yes.
Shit, sorry.
This whole time?
Yeah, it's basically saying.
Sorry, what am I doing?
Pick a longsword.
I clicked on it. I picked that.
I saw a bunch of stuff in there. It all said arm blade. Arm blades are for warforged, which are like normal robots. Basically. Yeah, one of them said arm blade longsword, but arm blades are for warforged. So I cleared it out. I put a longsword in there. Just refresh your character sheet.
Right, refresh the sheet. Okay, sorry, mate.
That's okay. It's okay. You're new. It's totally fine. No, Craven. No.
Time I die. Longsword, right? Okay. Now, how do I?
So if you go
equip that? Equipment.
I did that already. You just check the button where it says active, and then you go to actions. Same with everybody else. If you look in your equipment for your weapons and your armor, just click the checkbox under active, and that'll up your armor class, and it'll add your weapon to your actions list.
I think I've done
Take the antimatter gun.
I asked the guard for a glass of water and say I'm thirsty.
Ha ha.
Have you seen how much fluid he's lost?
Cass, did you take a look through and grab some armor, or do you need help with that? Go to manage equipment.
How do I do that? Equipment. Yeah.
Click on armor where it says type. Where it says filter by type, click on armor. Then make sure you check common. Make you click the checkbox for common, and the one for proficient.
Common. And the one for proficient.
For you, since I'm not letting you guys have full plate armor yet because you're only level 3. I'd recommend you go with half plate. That's going to get you the best armor class for what you got.
Okay, so I've added add. Now is that me wearing it, or do I have to?
Chainmail is better than half plate. I apologize. Chainmail is better than
chainmail. So if I click add chainmail, now I've got both of them in my thing. So do I need to click on the box for chainmail? Have I done that right now?
I think so. Let me just reload the page. Sounds like you did it right.
Okay.
I feel a little bit like I'm about to play the Pratt version of Rimmer for 5 years.
Yeah, you did that right. Just click on half plate, and you'll see there's a button where you can click to remove it.
Right, I've removed half plate. So I've got my longsword and my chainmail.
Let's do it.
Do you want a shield?
Do you want a shield?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want a shield?
Why not?
I have some homebrew shields because the regular there's only one official shield. It's boring and it's standard. It gives you +2 to your armor class, but it requires your action to remove it. But like you can't make an attack. You just like drop your shield. You're going 2-weapon fighting, so with your longsword you're going to want to do 2-handed. I made a buckler, which is just a shield you attach to your arm. It adds +1 to your AC, and you can go versatile with weapons. It's a homebrew shield, so don't at me in the chat, please. If you want to go, I can just go in and add it for you. What it'll do is you wear it on your arm to block with instead of holding it in your hand. And sorry if I'm insulting your intelligence. If you're like a medieval armor expert,
I really have no idea.
And it just bumps your armor class up.
I'm not in all like I know what you've said, but that sounds great. Yeah, no, let's do that. If I can have that, that will be definitely beneficial.
Yep.
Yep. Let's do that.
There are many things that would be beneficial.
Let's do this.
Like knowing what the hell we're doing. But let's go.
Rincewynd, you got your battle axe and your. Do you want a battle axe or a great axe, Craig?
I guess I'll have the great axe.
You got both of them.
So
okay, and you can have the javelins too.
I can have the javelin as well. All right then.
I forgot I got to add bolts, don't I?
I'm not worried about it for this.
Oh,
They'll
So-
make sure you supply crossbow bolts, so I'm not worried about counting regular ammo right now.
Do we get generic equipment like rope, etc., or is this just a combat gladiatorial thing?
The second thing you said.
Cool. Well,
Okay.
let's
Don't-
fight. Let's go in and fight
This
then.
isn't going to be. It won't be like that the entire campaign. You guys will have opportunities to do. Obviously, not in the first session, but you guys will have. If we keep going, you'll have more opportunities. So.
Right.
No, I just wanted to know what the situation was.
Okay, we're all tooled up. Rincewynd looks at the guard and says, "Fight time now."
I need you to have a teeny tiny bit of patience with me because everything I do has a purpose.
Rincewynd doesn't have any patience. It's not my fault.
Prismer, when you walked into the weapons room, you started going over to what is a set of stairs. But I didn't draw it on the map beforehand, but there is a large wall, or there's a wall, sorry, with a large set of double doors there blocking the way.
Okay. I just stare at the
And
double
then
doors.
What? You stare at the double doors?
Yeah, I just stare at it.
So, of the party, about 40% seem to have a competitive. Seem to be in direct competition with inanimate objects, either trying to stare them down or trying to headbutt through them.
Oh boy.
Guys, we need to focus on the people we're going to be fighting, or the animals, or whatever we're going to be killing. The inanimate objects, for the moment, we can leave.
So what's our aim right now? Are we not? Are we all geared up?
Okay. Then we can fast forward through the next thing, I guess. Because the next room is the armor room. You already picked your armor. Shouldn't FTFE get inspiration, though, for playing his character very well? I'm not going to give out inspiration for shitting on the floor and peeing on the floor.
And on your shoes.
I don't see how you can resist.
No.
Quite easily, actually.
Okay.
Right.
It's almost like you don't want to encourage that sort of behaviour. What's wrong with you?
No, but All right. Feel free to move your tokens. I will move the guard.
Where are we going?
The next room is the armor room. You already picked your armor, so we'll play that out.
I could try to probably move my character. That would help. There we go. Everyone move their characters over.
Heat shield After meeting in the Great Hall, all adventurers smell a Nathan-ish thing coming from one corner.
It's going to come in handy, I tell you. I'm going to find a way to make that bucket Transformers game. It'll be our saviour, and no one will be laughing then.
It'll be
Our bucket of Nathan, it will save us.
bucket of Nathan.
You can hear, as you stand in the staging area, you can hear the crowd, and they are absolutely rowdy. They are ready for some gore, some death. They are ready to see people fight, and they're ready to see things die. The guard brings you out there and tells you, you have your armor, you have your weapons, and you have yourselves.
Rincewynd looks at the guard and says, "Don't worry, my brother's done this many times. They never come home though, but they've done it many times."
Yeah.
Just
as a general policy revision that you may want to implement into your procedures, don't antagonize the criminals before you equip them with armor and weapons. Because many of my colleagues, you're in prison, I'm going to work under that assumption, because many of my colleagues would now take the opportunity to reduce you to hamburger. And I'm not going to do that because I'm a nice person. But you might want to consider that that's a possibility the next time you try and unnecessarily piss people off.
So Rincewynd,
right up to you, nose to nose, and says, "I am under the protection of the king, the queen, and the chief."
Rincewynd attempts to swing the battle axe into the back of the
Are they
guard's
right
head.
here?
What'd you say, Tony?
I said, are they here?
As a matter of fact, they are.
Okay. He
puts his hand out behind him as you swing the axe, and an invisible force, not gravity, an invisible force stops the axe from hitting him in the back of the head.
He then just looks at you whilst the axe is held there.
Dwarf.
The dwarf stares directly into the guard's eyes and once again starts urinating on his sandals.
You can choose to keep escalating this situation. All that's necessary is that
you're the second to die, dwarf. I like the rock.
My character just crosses his arm and just leans against the wall like, "Damn idiots."
Okay.
When
well,
you
let's
walk
go
through that gate, your magic will be restored, but only with the range of the arena interior. Don't bother trying to attack anyone in the stands. Don't bother trying to attack me or the king, queen, or chief with your magic. It will hit a barrier. Not a firmament. It will hit a barrier above the arena. Your magic works in the arena, and that is it.
Rincewynd looks at the guard and says, "So to be clear, I am not allowed to attempt to kill Queen with magic."
He grabs you by the hair and pushes you forward towards the opening. Go!
Finally!
Can I roll the dice to look around for some clues? Just to look around for things that might be useful.
You've already got a bucket of shit, Catz.
Do you still actually have the bucket of shit?
I still have the bucket of shit. That's going nowhere.
Okay.
I still have the bucket of shit.
I'm gonna add that to your inventory.
Bucket of Nathan.
It will come in handy. I'll tell you now. It will come in handy.
The Nathan bucket. Just name it Nathan. It's now known as Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan, yeah. Bucket of Nathan.
Bucket of excrement. How much do you think that weighs? Because I can put in a weight.
Right, can I use it as a weapon in future?
If you want to, you can use it as an improvised weapon. Yeah, it'll do 1d4 damage.
It weighs 20 kilograms then. If I
20 kilograms. Oof.
Okay, dude, I'm from the United States. D&D works in the imperial system. Give me pounds.
So you need to tell him how many cheeseburgers it weighs.
45 pound.
It is not 45 pounds.
Is it not made of stone? The bucket not made of stone?
No.
It's a plastic bucket. Didn't it have plastic in the Dark Ages though?
It's not a bucket.
Metal bucket, apparently. Metal.
Metal.
Well, the bucket's
All right,
a few pounds.
10
And
pounds.
your shit's a few pounds. I'm gonna go with. Okay, we'll be generous. You're a giant rock man, so your poop will be 10 pounds. Okay. So yeah, if you hit somebody with it, it'll do 1d4 damage.
Cool.
And you can dump the poop out if you want to make some difficult terrain, I guess.
This is exactly how D&D should be played. I'm 100% sure of it.
And I have had weirder games than this, so I can handle this.
So
right,
you've pushed me into the arena.
Switching pages real quick.
We need to help defend FTFE though, don't we? We're a team.
Still learning Roll20.
Can't send him in without his bucket.
Yeah.
Right, let's get everybody out here. Oh, not the guard. No, not the guard.
Oh, the guard comes out here. He's in trouble.
No. The guard's not going out. All right. As the 5 of you walk out into the arena, the crowd's chorus of bloodthirsty cheering turns to a chorus of violent booing at the prisoners. They don't like you.
Rincewynd turns to the crowd and very slowly flips off the entire lot.
Give him the bird.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I have a very strong feeling.
I was
he's gonna
expecting
be
to win them.
Up here, I didn't get them in yet, but up here, right there, if you can. Can you zoom out on your Roll20 window? Okay. There you go. There you go. So where that's popping out right there.
Yeah.
Up that ramp, those stairs that you see right here, they're blocked off by large gates. So they're essentially part of the wall going around.
Okay.
But the stairs going up, they lead way up to this this viewing area up here, where you see 3 thrones. There's a moon elf in one, an Arctic dwarf in another, and an iceborn human in the other. They are the 3 monarchs of Anubron. And they, as always, are overseeing the arena. They are surrounded by their guards, obviously.
Where were they again?
They are right here. I just don't have little tokens.
Right. Okay.
Right there. And standing up here on the other side, if you can zoom back in a second, but scroll down a little. Yeah. So about right here, there's someone standing over here. If you look close enough, you can tell he's an elf, a moon elf. He has what looks like a horn in his hand. And when he starts talking into it, it projects his voice like a sound system would in modern day. So it's obviously a magical horn.
Right.
And I am about to 3 monarchs of Nathan. He says 3 monarchs of Nathan. I'm going to do an absolutely terrible attempt at an announcer. It's going to be shit, but I'm going to try it anyway. I don't think I've done this before. Oh, can I get a reverb effect? If I get like an echo sound effect, that'd be great. I do have a thing for it, but I didn't think to set it up beforehand. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for is here. Our prisoners have entered the arena. We have. I gotta go back to my DMs here. Hold on. Damn it! I'm supposed to have everything up all at the same time. Okay. We have Arwijn, the weapons thief. We have Rincewynd, the ugly. The livestock slaughterer.
I was hungry.
We have Pacal, the racketeer. You might recognize his name. You might recognize his name, as he ran the protection racket for the former king and his family. As the boos get louder and louder and louder.
Rincewynd raises his other hand to flip them off with both.
Okay.
And
Pacal will bow deeply, a gesture that is only ruined when he pulls the back of his pants down.
Rincewynd falls on the floor laughing.
And the booing just gets worse. And I forgot your name was Chrismer in game for a second. And Chrismer, a member of the pirate crew that took down one of our royal trading ships. And
I'm innocent.
And lastly, I am terrible at coming up with names on the fly. Lastly, we have Elfar, the wood elf.
Useless man.
Arrested
That's a crime?
and imprisoned. Arrested and imprisoned for trying to steal from the king himself.
Rincewynd turns to the elf and offers him a high five.
Alfard shakes his head at Rincewynd and he starts yelling, I didn't do it. I was framed.
Of course
A
you were.
quick show of hands here. Who wasn't framed in this group? Hands up if you were not framed for your crime.
No, Rincewind's definitely guilty of what he's accused of.
Okay.
Like 100%.
Anybody else?
Did you
him I
read
could
what-
believe. Anybody
Framed.
else?
Did you read what I sent you, Craig?
Yeah.
I'm innocent. My character just crossed his arms. I'm innocent.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, no, okay, all right. I mean, I've committed it, but many times. But this particular time, I was actually not doing the crime that they said I was. But I've done the crime many, many times in the
Okay.
past.
All right.
So
So just an important data point. Also another important data point. If, for instance, I were to pull out a dart and throw it at the guy with the horn, what would happen to the dart?
I look over to the monk and say, "You talk too much."
I'm going to say you'd have enough knowledge of the Gauntlet to know that the same barrier that blocks spells is also going to block projectiles from within inside the arena.
Okay. So,
No,
yeah,
magic
but
get
they've only told me that that's the case. I actually want a data point, so I'm going to throw a dart in that guy's direction and see what happens.
It's ridiculously out of range, so it definitely doesn't fly on course, but it still flies in that general direction. And it goes all the way to about here, and it bounces off an invisible barrier, and you can kind of see like ripples go through, and the ripples go around and kind of show you the shape of the dome. It's like hundreds of feet up.
Dome, flat Earth confirmed.
Okay. Yes. Mandevil is, we're constructing data sets all over.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
Can I roll for? Sorry.
Go on, Catz.
Alfar, the elf with you. He's looking around and says, "So all of you are saying you didn't do it?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not this particular one.
Rincewynd looks at the floor, picks his nose, and pulls out the largest booger he's ever seen, puts it in his mouth, and goes, What did you say?
From the other side of the arena. Oh my gosh.
Can I roll? Can I roll for something?
Yes.
What would you like to roll for?
I would like to roll for perception, please, because I want to look around for conspirators.
To look around for what?
Conspirators.
Okay. We're probably... do you remember Gladiator?
Yeah.
The movie? We're kind of in a large, high-packed clay field that has pretty much nobody in it except for us and whatever's about to emerge through that door over there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the arena's empty. There are people in the stands, and the king, queen, and chief and their guards are there, up here, and the guy with the announcer was on the other. The arena battlefield it's completely empty except for you five.
Okay. So where's our opponents?
From the other side of the arena, the gate opens, and you hear the most, I won't say terrifying because I doubt you guys would be afraid of them, but loud, shrill, squeaking sounds.
Okay.
A horde of...
So...
I'm just going to pop the picture here so you can see it. A horde of giant rats come crawling through that gate.
Okay. I charge without.
Let me get him on the field first, so you know where you're running.
Okay.
Because I don't want you running to one. Well, I mean, you probably would. I was gonna say I don't want you running to one part of the field and them to actually be on the other part of the.
Right. Okay. So.
Jesus, you're talking about giant. For fuck's sake. Oh, okay.
They're gone now.
Can I ask, do rats eat feces?
Yeah.
These giant rats don't.
They don't.
These giant rats do not eat feces, no.
Oh.
Right. Can I take excrement out of the bucket and we wipe it all over our bodies to deter them from eating us? Now we know that they definitely do not eat excrement.
Any warm, fuzzy memories of the Princess Bride that I had are quickly being replaced by deep-seated coprophilic images I'm going to have to discuss with a trained therapist.
But we have established they do not eat feces, and we have some feces available.
I strongly advise against this plan.
Okay. So
I'm going to. So while they're emerging, I want to do something.
But what would you want to do while they were emerging, Tony?
I wanted to move off to the right so I have a better angle while throwing darts without hitting my compatriots, and so that I am more than a Nathan's range away from the deranged copromanic stone, whatever it is, stone person.
And I want to
anyway.
I want to move to the opposite side as Pacal did for the same reason.
Okay.
So my crossbow
I'm okay with you guys getting your position before we roll initiative because it's a big battlefield.
All right. I'm in position and ready to do what I want to do.
Okay. And
Okay. So
I kind of just got right there. Hold on, Craig.
Oh, Craig.
Now is when we roll for initiative. So everyone has to roll a d20 and add your initiative modifier. It's on your character sheet towards the top underneath initiative.
Underneath initiative, where is that?
Oh yeah.
+2. So I rolled I rolled a 15.
I too rolled a 15.
Initiative.
Where's
Where's that on the character sheet?
Yeah, just click on the
towards
dice
the
and
top.
give a d20 a roll.
Where's the dice?
On the character
Okay.
sheet towards the top. Oh, sorry.
See the on the panel on the top left with like the hand and the brush and stuff.
Yeah.
Hover over the dice and then go down to d20 and just click on it.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, done it.
Uh,
Got 20.
And then look at your character sheet.
Nice.
And you in your box on the top left there will be initiative.
Ooh.
What have you got on initiative?
Well, me and Space Comet both got nat 20s, so
Nice.
Do you see where your
Yep.
initiative is? Catz?
You still got to add your initiative modifier. Nat,
No, I don't know where the initiatives are. What was that on?
On the
If
on
you
your char-
If
on
you
your
look on your
sheet,
character sheet,
it's the box on the top
turn the
left.
middle up the top.
This one here.
Yeah, you'll
Right
see
beside the
proficiency
armor.
bonus. That is initiative. But Catz, you have a +0, so it's just
Oh, right, okay, it doesn't matter. You got plus.
still good to know.
So we've got two
He gets
20s
his
and
deck
two
off.
15s then.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 20, on a scale of 1 to 20, how many feet long are these animals from nose to tail?
Nose to tail, about 5.
They're about 5 feet long. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, each square, like the ones your tokens fit into, is 5 feet.
Mhm.
The map had 10 feet squares. I
Okay.
scaled it up and there's a grid on there, but each one is 5 feet. And you all have a walking
All right.
speed. Tony, yours is 40. Craig's yours is 25, and Catz and Charisma yours is 30. So that's the amount of movement
Yep.
you can do in a turn, unless you use your action to dash, which means you can move double that, but then you don't get to attack or anything.
So how much can I move? 30, did you say?
25.
25,
So
because you're a dwarf. You're a little.
Yeah.
You got little tiny legs.
Okay. So I'm going to have to wait until they're closer to me. No, I'll tell you what, I am going to scream, finally, some food, and just run as far as I can directly at the rat right in front of me.
Surely you can sprint for double your movement, but then you're not going to get attack. You're not going to get an attack, and it also would leave you somewhat vulnerable to being attacked by all 7 rats. Surely, finally, some food is a crack that deserves some inspiration.
What does inspiration give me?
All right. Inspiration, if you go by the book, which I'll go. I think I'm gonna do by the book rules for inspiration with this. If you do something that like if you role play really well, the DM can give you an inspiration point, which you can use at any time to get advantage on a roll. That means if you have to roll a d20 for something, you can roll the d20 twice and take the higher number.
Okay, all right. I'll take my initiative then. And
Your inspiration.
I just move forward 5 steps, so 25.
Well,
squares.
considering it's not your turn yet.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll wait.
Chrismer, you got a 21. You go first.
I fire my crossbow at the one in the far left.
All right. So you have a hand crossbow, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you fire your hand crossbow at the you might want to move in because that's going to be. I think that's out of range on the hand crossbow.
Okay. I had 30, right? So I can move 6 and then attack.
Mm-hmm.
3,
Just
4.
double checking everything's on that. Oh, you took a light crossbow.
Oh, light crossbow, yeah.
Yeah. You're not proficient in light crossbow. You have hand crossbow.
Okay.
I got.
I'll switch that up for you.
Okay, thanks. I couldn't find hand crossbow. That's the only one I can find.
Got you back. All right, just refresh your character sheet.
All right.
And moving, I don't know how far he did it, but moving diagonally, the first, like if let's say you're just moving straight diagonally, I'll use the elf as an example. If you move diagonally 1 square, that's 5. The next one is 10 feet. And the next one adds 5, and then the next one adds 10. So for every 2, you go 30 feet instead of. So it's just to kind of keep things balanced when you're moving.
So whose goes it?
Fascinatingly enough, from your original position, you were in a perfect right-angled triangle. From the nearest, it was 17. It was 15 down, 8 across, which has a hypotenuse of 17. So,
well, to be fair to you, I just checked my triangle calculator, and either you're wrong or this is wrong.
Yeah, okay.
That cracks me up every time I hear that.
Yeah.
All right, whose go is it? Let's do this.
So we got a 120 foot range. Oh wow, hand crossbow actually has decent range, so you didn't have to move. My bad. I really hope somebody called me out in the chat for that, because that is something I need to be called out for. As you guys are getting ready to fight, and you start your fighting, you hear the announcer. Say, "Crowd favorite, giant rats. This is something to test the mettle of our prisoners today. See if they can handle what's to come in our arena. But can they avoid the one diseased rat?"
Oh, one of them's diseased.
Oh, great.
So I need an attack roll from you, Chrismer, where you said you're going for this one right here.
That one on the left, yeah.
That's going to be a... so right on your character sheet to show you for the hand crossbow, you add 3 when you do an attack roll. So you want to roll a d20 and add 3, and we'll see if it beats the AC of the giant rat.
10.
So you fire your hand crossbow towards the rat, and it nimbly moves out of the way. Your crossbow does not hit it.
Oh. Boo.
Oh, damn.
All right.
So let's see what else you can do with your turn, because you're transitioning from 4E to 5. You have to remember here. So you are a rogue. All right. So you can use your bonus action to. So there's your movement. So this is for everybody. There's your movement, your action, and then your bonus action. Your movement, obviously, you move. Your action and your bonus action are different things on your turn, and you can do a number of things with them. The different features you have from your race and your class will tell you whether they use an action or a bonus action. Same with spells. They'll tell you if they use an action or a bonus action. In this case, Chrismer's a rogue. He can use his bonus action to dash, which means you can move up to your movement speed. Disengage, which means you can move without provoking an attack from your opponent if you're nearby. Doesn't matter in this case. Or hide. So right now, there's nothing on the field for him to hide behind. Don't worry. Okay. This is an evolving battlefield, so they do use magic to make it different.
Okay.
Okay. I will dash back then to my previous position using my bonus.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, your Master of Tactics lets you use the help action as a bonus action. That's pretty cool. Help action lets you give somebody advantage on a roll. And with your Master of Tactics, you don't have to be next to them to use it. You can do it within 30 feet if they can see and hear you. So if Rincewynd needs help attacking an enemy, you use your Master of Tactics to get an advantage on the roll. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Next,
I can't do that now.
Right.
I
What's
can't
that?
do that now though. Since I can't use that now though, since I use the dash.
No.
Attack.
Correct. Yeah, you use the dash.
Right. Who's next?
That would be Arwyn. Catz,
Catz.
it's your
Right.
turn.
Can I? So someone said, "What is my modifier?" But I think I found that on my sheets. I get different modifiers for different skills. Do I?
Yes, you do.
For skills for your attacks too. What do you want to do? I can help walk you through.
Oh, what do I want to do? Right. Can I ask what my options are? What am I allowed to do?
So you're allowed to run, attack, and basically use an action modifier. Now, you don't have to do it now. You
I'm
could
just going
wait
to go take a Riley. I'll
for
be back
them
in a
to come
second.
across.
You
Right.
also have your spells because you can now use your magic in the arena. So you can cast spells on the rats.
Do I have spells that will be useful at this point in time?
You have Acid Splash, which has a 60-foot range. So just you move up a little bit. You could just hurl a bubble of acid at one of the rats. You have Death Bolt. Oh, wait a minute. That's one of my homebrew spells. Why is that available to choose?
Probably because the level sort of the software didn't really restrict it appropriately, causing during. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's homebrew, the software doesn't really work properly.
That's 100% true, actually. I really don't want to be a jerk and say you can't use that spell, so you picked it. I'll let you use it. I'll just flavor it so it's lightning and not death.
Okay.
Is
So it's not
yeah.
it's not like a regular lightning bolt. It's like a weak. I made it for my homebrew game, so it has something to do with that.
Is that a cantrip or a spell?
It's a first level spell.
Okay. So it would be an action to cast it.
Yeah, it would be an action. Yep.
I'll do that then.
Okay, it has a range of 120 feet. You are also a fighter, so you don't really need to keep. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just trying to describe like how some of the combat techniques work. But as a fighter, you don't need to stick at long range. Even if you have spells, getting up into melee, you should be safe. As a fighter, that's kind of their job.
Yeah, but it's a perfectly valid tactic for an opposition that's having to come from range to just pick them off with your range attack. So
I just wanted to make sure
so
you
it's a
knew what
perfect. Yep. Okay.
So
I'll
which
do
rat
that. I'll
do you
do
want
the
to
range attack.
So which one do you want to fire that death bolt at?
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh God, how do I tell you that? Do I
Just if you
'cause
click
it's
on
six,
it and
isn't it?
hold a circle. will pop
Count
up.
from the left.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
that-
sorry, yeah, in a circle. Yeah.
All right. So the bolt of lightning arcs from your hand and goes towards the rat, and it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. So a lot of spells and other abilities, instead of you rolling to see if it hits the opponent, they have to roll to avoid it. And this is one of those. Where's my D28? 8. And in your spells, if you scroll down to Death Bolt, it will say, along with it, there's a part of it, a column called Hit/DC, and it says Dex 12. So the creature you're casting on needs to make a dexterity saving throw, and they need to beat a 12, or else they get hit by it. That make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Yeah. So which dice am I going for? The D20.
Nope, That's me. Because you cast the spell on the rat has to make the save.
Right.
All right.
So-
So you don't roll anything for this one. So I rolled an 8 and modifier.
Yes.
His modifier is 4. So the total's a 10. So he did not beat the DC. He did not avoid the spell. So he does get hit by that bolt.
Awesome.
How much damage does it do?
So if you look in, Deathbolt does 1d8 damage on the first hit. So it's got to roll d8 for me. And since Deathbolt is from my home game, I'm just going to reflavor this as lightning instead of necrotic damage. So we'll just do lightning damage for this.
Okay.
So you got to roll again.
So Catz, just roll a d8 for me and roll 20 to do the damage.
So,
D8. I'm doing a D8, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Done that.
Okay, so the rat takes 40.
So the rat takes 40 damage.
No, 4.
4, sorry. I thought you said 40.
Not 4 math here. Alright, in that particular spell, the bolt is absorbed into its body, and you can kind of see static coming off him. And that kind of thing, it's going to have effects later on in the rat's later turns. Rat's later turns.
Okay.
And it looks singed all over, and it starts breathing heavy, and it doesn't look like it's in good shape.
Catz, you savage.
What can I say? Once you get the hang of this game, it's easy.
Oh, gosh, you people. Let's do... I'll do that. Okay. Let's see, what else do you have that you can do? So that was your action. That spell used your action. You are an Eldritch Knight. So here's options that you have. With your bonus action, you can use Second Wind, which allows you to regain HP. You haven't taken any hits, so you don't need to do that right now. As a fighter, you have what's called an Action Surge. You can take an additional action. So if you wanted to, you could use your Action Surge. You get 1 per short rest, and the short rest is like an hour now. So you could use your Action Surge and cast Deathbolt. Do you have 2 spell slots? Yeah, you could cast Deathbolt again on the same turn. Or you could save your Action Surge. Yes, I'm still talking to you, Catz.
Oh, bloody hell, I'm sorry, mate. I thought I killed her out of my go.
He's chatting about his lockpicking.
Yeah, I thought that was my go over. Sorry, right. Okay, so I'm going to do the same again. Is that what you're suggesting?
I'm saying you can. You, as a fighter, you have what's called an Action Surge. It lets you take an additional action. You get 1 per short rest, which is basically an hour nap. But you can, if you want, you can cast another Deathbolt, or you can cast another spell. You've used 1 of your 2 spell slots, so you just need to tick that off on your character sheet. Go to spells, go down and just tick off one of the boxes. Or you can save your Action Surge for later in the fight if you think you might need it. If you're like in close combat and you need to do a few more do another sword attack. So you can use it now. You can use it later. It's up to you.
I'll save it while I'm still at a safe range. I'll save it.
Okay. And so that would be it for your turn. So next up is Pacal. Tony.
I'm going to let them go first and then use my actions later in the round. Is that a valid tactic?
5e doesn't have that mechanic anymore. You can ready an action. And no, it doesn't. You can ready an action, so you can tell me what you want to do later in the turn, and you can tell me what will trigger it. And then if that trigger happens, then you'll do it. So, for example...
Okay, once a rat gets within 20 feet, I'm going to advance towards it and thump it.
Thump it?
Yep.
Okay, okay. So let me, just so I don't forget, there's a way to put an aura on the character. There we go. Excuse me. Okay. So if a rat comes in that circle,
Jessica, you have no idea. I beg your pardon? No, I'm going to run out and thump it with my bare fist.
What is she
Possibly
going on
multiple
about?
times.
You said you have no idea. What is? Ah, never mind. Okay.
Jessica, she was asking if you were role playing at all.
Yes, we have to actually go and find some giant mice.
You have missed some stuff that would haunt your deepest, darkest nightmares.
And now,
Not from me. I'm innocent.
Probably one person has been waiting for. Craig, it's your turn.
Cool. So I can move 5 squares, right? My walking speed's 25 feet.
Yeah.
You can move 5 squares. Yeah.
My javelin has a range of 120 feet. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Cool. So I'm going to move forward 5 paces and then throw my javelin directly at the middle rat.
Okay. All right. So I need a D20 roll, and your javelin. Where's my mouse doing?
15.
15. And your javelin, if you look under hit/DC, it's got a +4 to hit. So you roll the 19. That javelin skewers the rat right in the neck.
Nice. I lick my lips and go, that's going to be nice on barbecue.
That is a D6 +2. So it adds your strength modifier. So D6 plus your strength, which is 2. Just says right under damage. So roll me a D6.
Yeah, D6. 6.
+2 is 8. And javelin stuck in the rat's neck, hits the jugular, and it starts bleeding profusely. It falls to the ground dead.
Boom! Gets in. That's how you do it, guys.
All right. Now, what do you have anything for bonus actions? As a barbarian,
two-handed weapon, is it?
It's not two-handed, no. As a barbarian, you can enter a rage.
Ooh, I like that.
You need to use your bonus action to do it, which you still have. It lasts up to 1 minute, which is 10 rounds. So while you are raging, you have advantage on any strength checks. So, like if you try to grapple someone, you have advantage on that.
Right.
And any strength saving throws. So if you have to make a strength saving throw, you have advantage on that. You don't have advantage on attacks, though. But you get +2 damage with your weapons while you're raging, on top of the +2 you already have.
Okay. I'm going to save my action skill for now.
You what?
I can save that for another go, yeah?
Well, I'll just let you know, my combat encounters don't typically go more than 10 rounds, so if you rage now, you'll be fine.
Okay, I put on my rage mode then.
You can't cast spells while you're raging, so you won't be able to use your ice knife and your ray of frost. That's the only thing.
Okay, I think I can deal with my... See, I'll throw my javelin. Do I get it back afterwards?
It's currently stuck in the rat.
Right. Okay, so in a future move, I could go and retrieve it.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
and you have 4 javelins, so you still have 3 more you can use. Before you get
cool. Well, I'm going to end my go there. Yeah, I'm going to turn on rage and then end my go.
Okay, cool. Also, while you're raging, you take half damage from normal, like bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So, like a sword or a dagger or a hammer. You take half damage from that stuff. So if the rat comes up and bites you, you take half damage.
Okay, cool. Like that.
Yeah. Next up is my elf dude. Oh, I put the... Son of a bitch. I put the aura on the elf, not on Pacal. I'm a dumbass.
What? Keep your hands off my aura.
There we go.
Stay away
Have that
from
on
his
there.
ether. Stay away from his ether.
From his ether.
Yeah, his ether.
The elf starts
That
to...
looks like the elf.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah, I've
like
got the elf on the
Arwen,
left
not
side.
Arwen.
What's that?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. So the elf starts to run past Rincewynd. I have to think about that every time I say it. And as he does, he shouts over to you, "Stay out of my way."
I flip him off.
He flips. Oh gosh, he takes out a short bow and takes aim at the rat that is right here. Oh no, that one right there is closer. Gonna roll a d20 for him.
It's always a great idea to be the person closest to 7 enemies. Or 6.
And that's gonna hit. Short bow is d6. Alright. And it's gonna take 4 damage off of that. So rat number 3 takes 4 damage. Next up is... Oh yay, it's the rat's turn.
Oh,
They've
God, they get
got-
goes.
Oh, great.
Of course your enemies do. What are you thinking?
I want to stand there and take javelins in the neck.
Yeah, allow me... my general philosophy is that fair is something for other people. When I'm in a fight, it's going to be as stacked in my favor as it possibly can be.
Uh-huh.
So I resent the fact that my opponents get a turn.
Wait, oh my God. What's their maximum movement? Is it 25? Or 30?
It's 30.
Right. And then they get an attack afterwards.
20, 25, 30. Yeah. But they have to actually get to you. So
Right. So can they only attack if they're right next to you?
25.
Yep.
Yep.
What the?
They're gonna dash, which means they're gonna do their movement, and then they're gonna use their action to move another 30 feet. But since they did that, they don't get to make an
Triggered.
attack.
I am triggered.
This guy right here, you can see the lightning bolt that went into him sparking off of him, and I have to roll a Constitution save for him.
With the rats
he
being so
does
close,
sleep.
Rincewynd starts licking his lips.
And Catz, can you hear me?
Oh, Catz, you know
Catz.
Catz.
No sound coming from you, Catz. Catz, there's no sound coming from you.
I think he's muted.
Oh, bloody hell, guys. Yeah, I've had my microphone muted. Sorry.
That's right.
Sorry. Right. So it's my
Okay.
go again.
No, the rat that you hit before.
Oh, no, it's not.
Remember how the lightning bolt
Yeah.
was absorbed into his body, and you could see like the static coming off of him.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of this turn, I had to make a Constitution save because the lightning was still inside of him, and it didn't go well. The lightning that's coursing around him is affecting him again. So I think it was a D8 on that spell. Can you roll another D8 for me because it's causing him more lightning damage.
Ooh.
Yep. No
Ooh,
problem.
nice.
D8. There we go. I got 6. Have that. That's got to be him dead.
Yep. Yeah. Some smoke starts coming from him, and he starts squealing and screaming, and he drops dead.
I don't take any
Rincewynd
shit
goes,
from these big rats.
"Oh, that one's cooked ready for me."
Okay.
All right, back to the
What's
top.
their armor
with-
class? Hey,
What's what?
I get. Ring goes off. They came close.
Yes.
I
Yes,
readied
you're right.
an action.
Yes.
So
Okay.
they came up
So
to me.
before-
What's their armor
Before we
class?
go back- So that one. Which one do you want to do it on?
This one that I'm right next to, the one on the extreme right.
Okay.
Fine.
Their AC's 12. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
AC 12. Okay, so I hit 4 D4 plus 4. Okay.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 6 plus 6 to attack. It's up there above Catz's D8. So I rolled a 6, but my attack mod is plus 6. So I rolled a 12. So that's 5 points of damage. I'm going to spend.
You actually made a functioning character. Congratulations. The rest of them, not so much.
I'm going to, I'm then going to spend a key point, and I'm going to attack it 2 more times.
Okay.
Okay, that's a hit.
Yeah, you nailed it. Nailed it. Sucker right.
So that's now 11 points, and I get to hit it again.
You don't need to, because after the second hit you crack its skull.
But I'm going to anyway. So.
Yeah, you cracked its skull. It's bleeding and brain matter's coming out. It's dead.
Rincewynd looks up at Tony's character and says, "Are you going to eat that?"
No, feel free.
Rincewynd starts salivating.
You can hear the crowd start to turn. There's some cheers coming in through the boos, but they're mostly still booing you.
Okay. Whose go is it?
Next up, Chrismer's at the top.
I just aim my crossbow and fire at the one to the far left.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, roll D20.
Mother!
3. Oh, that's not good.
I just get the worst roll.
Your modifier is a 3, so that's a 6. The bolt goes sailing past it, and the rat just watches it go.
Rincewynd points at you and laughs.
I use my bonus to use my master tactics to amp up, to boost up Pacal. Well, yeah, Pacal.
He's not within 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Within 30 feet? Okay.
But you can move, but you can't
Can you
could
use
use it on either Rincewynd. Why can't you?
I guess
Can you guys give me 1 second?
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh, it sounds like he's had to go away and do something quickly. So, I had a super chat come in. Here we go.
You were saying something.
Pivot Croy for €5 says, "Congrats on 40k. May you keep making my nights just more fun. To celebrate, pronounce my name right this time. I'll become a member for 50." Pivot Croy, I think that's how I do it. If wrong, I'm sorry.
What?
Nerthen Termpson for $5 Australian. So, have we accidentally committed war crimes from Nat's first yet? Yeah, I think we all committed for war crimes in this, actually. And then NA for $2. I've been listening for 2 hours and I don't get this. Yeah, it's it's interesting. I'm enjoying it. I really am. Catz, I know it's starting to get late for you. If you need to drop out, then do feel free.
No, I'm in to kill the rest of these big rats.
Awesome.
And I'm going to go grab a sandwich in a minute and get a bit more energy to crack on. I'm in this.
Cool.
Sorry about that. Had to make sure the cats were killing each other.
That's cool. All right. So,
that was good.
So whose goes it now?
I guess I'll save my bonus, and I don't know. I can't do anything.
So yeah, do you want to use your cunning action? Do you want to use it to dash?
Yeah, I'll dash to the.
You haven't moved.
You can move up to 60. Oh, you did. My bad. I didn't. Sorry, I
didn't move earlier.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Next up is Catz. Arwijn.
Right. So we've got 2. How many of these things we've got left? We've got 3 of these left.
Wait. Now I am within 30 of Rincewynd. So
Yes.
no, I dashed. I dashed. Never mind. Sorry. Carry on. I was fucking up there.
Oh no, you didn't use your movement, so you can just move and then use your bonus action.
Ah.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to Master Tactics up Rincewynd then, since I'm just within movement bonus to him. So that'll boost him up. Sweet.
So he, Craig, that means you get advantage. So what was that? Advantage on a D20 roll?
Cool.
What was the advantage for?
So
I just read it off like 10 minutes ago and I can't remember now.
So is that on top
Oh, it's
of
to use help action. Okay, so yeah, advantage on whatever roll you do on your next turn.
is that on top of my rage that I've already got, which gives me extra damage?
Yeah, that's advantage
Yes.
on the roll. So you, oh my gosh, you're turning me into a. Okay.
This is what I
Yeah.
like. I like tank builds in games. I always have tank builds in games. Like
Yeah,
seriously, just
You got-
take
you
away
got charisma
intelligence and
buffing,
charisma. Just make them hardcore.
Woo.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
doing.
work it out from here.
Right? Is it my
All
go?
right.
One hit
No,
kill.
Arwin's.
Arwin's go.
Catz, it's your
Catz go.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, I know how far can I move before I attack one of these things?
You've got 30 foot
30
movement speed.
feet.
And each square is 5 feet.
Right. How many squares, sorry?
6. You can move 6 squares.
6 big squares or little squares?
Little ones.
Little squares, sorry about that.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I can go here, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then that rat there.
I'm also flexible with that. If you end up just 1 square short of an enemy, I'll let you take the last 5 feet. I'm fine with that.
Oh, so I can. Oh, I have to be on the same square as the enemy to attack them, not
No.
adjacent.
No. You just have to be next to it. You just have to be next to it. But let's say you had stopped like 1 square. Let's say you'd stopped like right there. I'd have said go ahead and take that last 5 feet.
Oh, you're a legend. Right, in that case, I'm supposed to be quite good with a sword, so I want to chop that rat's head. If that is okay with you.
That's fine with me. Go for it.
Roll d20.
Right? So D20. And what will I need to roll? Because I just got a 15, baby.
Oh gosh.
More than
Okay.
12, and you get to add your attack
Oh.
bonus to it. So
Yeah.
roll your damage.
So yeah, normally you would go ahead and also add. Where's your longsword? Add +5, but so for a total roll of 20. But you had already, 15 already beat it. So are you doing two-handed with the sword?
That's better than one-handed, isn't it?
That is better than one-handed. Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah, I'll do
roll
that
roll a D10. You're going to add +3.
D10.
Yep. And if you roll a 1, you can re-roll it.
Got a 5 for that.
+3, 8. Yeah, you chop that thing's head off. It's dead.
Boom!
Blood
Of course, I don't piss about with these things. You know what I mean?
cracked right through.
Well,
Cracked right through.
I feel like we're in your wheelhouse, Catz.
Yeah.
Cats versus rats.
Rincewynd is now making guttural noises and rubbing his stomach.
Oh god. Really?
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for that.
So, is it my go now?
Yeah. I'm going to get a sandwich. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, dude. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
he would have an action surge or a second wind, but he's not worried about those.
I'm
but
gonna step to the right by 2.
actually, no, it's Tony's turn.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, let me get the. You go ahead, Tony. I'm just gonna put a initiative. over here.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
1,
Your turn.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can, because I move 40 feet, as opposed to you puny mortals, I'm going to come over here and attack this thing. Okay, that is a hit. So
Yeah, that
I
is, yeah.
do a D. I do 8 points of damage to it.
Holy crap! You brained the thing. Jeez. You punch it in its head. I go back into its head, starts bleeding from its nose, and it dies. Damn. Anything else? I'm not too familiar with monks. Is there anything else you can do?
Well, there would have been if you were nearby.
What you did. I just meant, do you have any bonus actions or anything else you can do with your turn? That was all I meant.
Could do, but I'll let you know if I decide to do them. So, I get attacked by a rat, I might dodge.
Okay.
All right. Next up is. Oh yeah, Craig, your turn.
Cool. Rincewynd takes a look around at the dead rats really close to him, takes two steps to the right, bends down, picks up the rat, and takes a bite.
You remember the bit about one of them being diseased?
He doesn't care, he's hungry!
Okay. What does diseased mean? That was what I thought. You can't catch viruses, they don't exist.
So that's my move. That's what he's doing.
I have a feeling you're going to be okay, but I need a Constitution saving throw, Craig.
What do I roll?
D20.
D20.
Plus
17.
Son of a bitch. Plus your Constitution saving modifier.
Which is plus 2.
Is plus 4. So
plus 4, oh, yeah.
No, you're eating the diseased rat, but you're fine.
Oh, cool. So I actually chose the diseased one. Nice.
Yeah.
But I'm fine, and he's not hungry anymore.
Alpha is just gonna look over at you and shout, "What is wrong with you?"
With a mouth half full of rat, I shout, "Nothing now. I'm fine."
He's gonna run up to the two rats, draw his short swords, and try taking them down. Oh my gosh!
Getting right in my way too.
Yes.
1 and 1. They both hit. D6 and D6. Oh, that sucks. Wow, those were both terrible. Okay, so he stabbed those two with his short sword, and they're bleeding a little bit and they're hurt.
Okay, but they're not dead.
And it's the rat's turn, and those two rats are going to maul the elf.
Rincewynd falls over, laughing and pointing at the elf.
It'd be funny if they criticaled him.
That's exactly what Rincewynd shouts.
So the first one misses. The second one definitely chomps down on him. That's going to be D4 plus 2. Yeah, it chomps down on him for 3 damage, and this dude's hurting. Not hurting like he's dying, but...
At this point, Rincewynd is inconsolable with laughter, whilst holding half of an eaten rat in his hand, points over at L4 and says, "I eat rat, but rat eat you!"
Oh,
the question that inquiring minds want to know is, are you eating it from the head backwards or the ass forwards?
Oh, the ass forwards, definitely.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course.
We just wanted the full image. If you're going to share this sort of image with people, we need to be able to construct the scene.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, gosh. Okay. The rest are dead, so, top of the order. 3rd round, Chrismer.
Okay, first I move in position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, nobody's in my line of sight. I try again to shoot it with my crossbow. The one on the right.
Roll. Let's see. Finally! bolt sinks into its side. Damage
No,
for
you want
hand.
damage. D4.
I think a hand crossbow is
Something like
D6.
Could be.
Let me get the sheet up. Hand crossbow. Yeah, because it's a D6. I was getting it wrong in my home game at one point. Thought it was a D4. For what's your modifier there? Hand crossbow, you get a +1. So 5. Ooh, yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah. He's bleeding from 2 holes, one from the short sword and one from the bolt. And he falls around dead.
We're whooping these rats.
I used my bonus move to do dancing lights. Just for crowd, just to gain the approval of the crowd.
Yeah. Let's face it, you're a Dazzler fan, right?
Yeah.
You know, the spell takes an action, but if you're doing it for the fans, I'll let you do it as a bonus action. I'm fine with that. Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, you go ahead and you cast your dancing lights, and the fans are starting to get into you after you got that underdog hit and down the rat, and because you are a moon half elf, you're only discriminated against a teeny tiny bit. You at least have the respect because you're what is the PC way to say this?
Fairy.
Your both of your parents are of the main 3 races. That's a nice way to say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a
They
fairy.
don't
but
hate
yeah.
you like they hate others. Rincewynd, the crowd finds you funny. They don't hate you for your race.
How
They
about this?
hate you because you're a criminal, but they do find you funny.
As the
How about
crowd
this?
starts showing me their approval, I flick them off with both my hands once again.
They laugh harder. What were you saying, Christopher?
How about this? I turn to the crowd and do dancing lights to just to showboat a little bit.
Yeah, they're getting into it. They're getting into it.
Catz,
All right.
you're up.
Yes.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I just went to get my sandwich. We've got 1 rat left, haven't we?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, I can't get close enough to chop his head off, but can I do some magic again?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'll do some magic and I'll attack like that.
Okay. That direct on the site. Let me see. I got the. Where's that? Oh. Nope, that's not the tool I'm looking for. That's the tool I'm looking for. Yeah. We've got
Yeah.
the
Hugh Jarvis has got it right. That's what I meant.
Whoa, what?
I spelt week wrong, probably because I've been streaming for what are we on 14 hours now. Oh, I've got an email from Rad Vlad. Let me just check that. Oh, says you can come on in a couple of hours. That should be fun.
You're doing your death bolt, right? Which I'm gonna for this game I'm gonna rename to charge bolt because it's not.
Okay.
So it's gonna make a dex
Was
save.
that the D20 dice I need?
So you're casting a spell that requires the target to make a saving throw, so you don't need to roll.
Okay, so yeah.
Your target does. What's the DC on that? So you go under your spells, and next to dex, it should say, I think it says dex 12. But that's what you're going to look for. If I say, what's the DC? You go to your spells, find the spell, and look for what the number it says under hit/DC.
Okay.
But he failed. So yeah. That bolt hits him.
So I killed him.
Scares the crap out of Elfar the elf. Roll damage for me to see if it killed him. It's a D8.
No.
Did you
What
roll?
am I doing?
Roll a d8.
I can't find the window with a... Ah, there we go.
Oh,
A D8. Here we go.
Yeah.
I got a 7. Oh, or 6. Sorry.
Yeah, 6.
Have I killed him?
He does not die, but he is very crispy, and he's breathing very heavily, and the bolt does get absorbed into his body.
Right. Do I get another go, or is that me done?
That's your action. You can take your action surge if you like, but that was your second. You've used both of your spell slots.
Right.
Let me get your sheet back up here. Now you do have the Acid Splash cantrip, which does not require a spell slot. If you want, you can use your action surge, and then use Acid Splash, which is you throwing a big ball of acid at the rat. That one is also saving throw.
I think I'll save the action surge until maybe I need it more. So
Okay.
I'll pass on to the next guy now.
Okay. Which would be Tony. Pacal.
Come on, Tony.
Okay, just going to step across. Actually, I'll step around the rats, flank it. I'm not sure if that does anything in this particular edition, but I'm going to thump him a couple of times. Okay, so that'd be a D20 plus 6,
There is
23.
There is an optional flanking rule that grants advantage, but the game is designed to work without it, so it's a bit overpowered. So I don't.
Okay, 8 points of damage from kicking the rat up the arse.
And yeah, you've kicked it to death. It did not have enough energy to survive being hit by you, and it falls to the ground dead. And the crowd finally starts to get into you guys, and they start cheering a bit. Why can I not? Oh, duh, because I have the wrong tool selected. There we go. All right. The announcer comes. Do you guys stay where you are? Do you regroup? Do you move around? What do you do right after all the rats are dead while the crowd is cheering?
I walk around the arena and pick up the rest of the dead rats.
You know they're like 5 feet long, right?
Yeah, that's cool. He's struggling, but they're all slung over his shoulder. He starts taking a bite out of the rat that was singed with the lightning because it's got a barbecue flavor, and he seems to enjoy that.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey, if I'm role playing, I'm doing it fucking properly.
Okay. No, you're good. Alfar looks. He looks conflicted. Like he's happy the rats are dead, but he's not ready for what's to come.
I turn to Elfar and try to hand him a rat with mouth half full. Go, you want some?
No. Thank you. The announcer. You hear the announcer. Well, folks, they are clearly cut out for the arena. They handled those rats in no time at all. Let's see if they can handle what we have next.
Oh God. I'm scared.
It's not my wife, is it?
How much life have you got, Brian?
We rounded these creatures up from the northern swamps. I'm going to drag the big picture on here first. We rounded these creatures up from the northern. The northern ice. What was the? I had a name for the swamps and I forgot. I should wrote it down. From the northern ice swamps.
Where'd you get the picture of team?
Ah!
So That is perhaps a lizard man or some form of, or a troglodyte.
Oh, okay. Oh god. Okay, that just about killed me. They aren't quite as bright. These specimens are not quite as bright as their brethren. Behold, the Lackwit troglodyte.
Wow. So you're saying it's a flat earther then? Okay.
Somebody was listening to my debate the other day.
Yeah. Right. Let's get this dude sorted.
Oh, there's more than one. It's my computer's being slow. I'm trying to get the.
How many more goes is my rage active for?
You did it on the end of the first turn, and that was
about 4 turns ago.
Fourth round. Halfway through the fourth round, so you've got the rest of this turn, and then 7 more turns.
Oh, cool. So,
it'd be funny if Craig's character got a stitch because he ate while he was exercising.
Yeah. Whilst this is happening, I have actually pulled the javelin that I left in the rat's neck out of it and put it back into my pack.
Oh yeah, how long does my Master of Tactics last on Craig? Or is that going the next turn? I can't remember.
Let me check.
Apparently, we had God in the chat recently.
Help action. So it's the same turn. So let me get that off of there.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Locold is determined to get me banned.
All right, might have another flat earther to come in when we finish this. I don't think we'll be going for much longer doing D&D.
Okay.
We're gonna fight
About
this.
half an hour.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes. Fight this dude, and then I will end the second stream and start the third stream. And there could be 2 flat earthers coming in. Someone called Jordy and maybe Rad Vlad.
I don't know either of them.
Oh, Rad Vlad thinks that lasers that bend are magic.
There's something wrong with that laser.
Oh god, I've never laughed so hard.
Alien X Gaming, no, I did not, because I was asleep. Because so I did not see Craig's son slap him in the face.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Alien X Gaming did a super chat. My boy was reading out the super chats, and he did one super chat saying, "I will do another super chat for $10 if you slap your dad in the face." And my son went, "All right, just turn around and clap me across the face."
It was awesome.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, I love my boy. That honestly, I was quite happy to get him on the channel and for a bit because he's wanted to come on and stuff for quite a bit, and I thought that would be nice if we spend a bit of father son time, get him to read out the super chats. I enjoyed that. That was nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, and Alien X Gaming did pay after I got slapped in the face. But then he sent another one saying $50 to kick him in the nuts.
He didn't do that. Just to clarify.
No.
He did not do that. Unfortunately.
So these 5 things that appear are much bigger than the rats. So Rincewynd the Ugly looks over at the creatures, looks at the 5 rats piled on his shoulder, looks over at the creatures again, throws the rats on the floor, licks his lip, and rubs his hands together.
Oh gosh, it's beautiful. So it is currently Who killed the last rat? Was that
That was
Chris.
me. That was
Oh, that was-
Pacal.
Yeah.
okay?
They call
All right. So, is there anything else you can do on your turn?
Well,
You said
you
would tell
asked
me.
if I wanted to move anywhere, and I took that as an invitation to move. But actually, sort of, I was here, so to speak. So, no, there's nothing else I can do on my turn.
Okay. All right. Next is, oh man, Rincewynd.
Okay. So I move right next to the very left monster and
Okay.
take out my battle axe and have a big old swing at it.
All right.
D20.
Yep.
You've got to admire the
8.
tactical subtlety.
Yep. Oh, 8.
What's your attack bonus?
Attack bonus is
With the great axe.
+4.
Okay,
Yeah.
plus the Master of Tactics bonus.
Plus the rage bonus.
The rage bonus is a damage bonus, I think.
The rage bonus is damage. The Master of Tactics was advantage, but it would have been on that same turn, and that was last turn. Or last round. Because it was the help action, so it would have been on the same round.
Okay, so I get 8 plus my
4.
4.
It hits, yep.
Yeah.
So the damage on your great axe is a D12. +2. So +4.
Right. So how much damage have I done on it?
Did you roll D12?
Oh, sorry, I need to roll my D12. My bad. D12. 8.
+4 is 12.
+4 is 12, yeah.
Ask in the chat a question. $12 damage. You put a nice gash across that thing's chest. It's hurting.
Nice.
I'll put a marker on it so I remember that. Next up is the troglodytes. So I put it to the chat. Who should the troglodytes target first? Got 2 votes for Craig and 1 for Tony so far. Someone said the elf can be sacrificed.
The elf can be
Jessica-
sacrificed.
Jessica G said Team Skeptic, even though he isn't here. Have them randomly attack Team Skeptic.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Add 2 votes for
I
FTFE.
object to the elf being sacrificed because I want to be the one who sacrifices the elf. But, you know, just...
Oh, God. I think they're going to attack me, aren't they? Yeah.
Yep. Got 2 going
couple
for
of them,
Pacal and 3 going for Rincewynd.
Excellent. Going to...
For Rincewynd first.
Spend a key point. And dodge.
Ooh.
All right. So the first troglodyte lands a bite attack on Rincewynd for 4 piercing damage, which you have resistance, so you only take 2.
Cool. So how many hit points do I have left?
I completely forgot to tell you guys about that. You haven't taken any hits so far, so I haven't even had to mention it.
No.
If you go on on the top right of your character sheet,
32.
you can track your hit points.
So
If
I
you
need to
click
take
on that
2
box, it'll bring up HP management, and you can take your HP off there.
Okay, right, I'm down to 30 HP. I can deal with that.
So the next troglodyte,
Is also going to try and attack me, isn't it?
yep, and he lands a bite as well for another 2 piercing damage since you're raging. So that can just roll 3. I think I just broke roll 20.
And so I'm down to 28, yeah?
There we go. Yep.
That's
And
28.
again, the third one only hits you with a bite.
So
I did not tell it to roll 300.
down to 26.
Yes.
Okay, I can deal with that.
And they're biting at you and they're swinging their claws at you, but they can't get you with their claws. They're only managing to bite at you. So you're doing a pretty good job fending off their claws, but for some reason you're letting them bite you.
It's only fair. I've already started to eat every other creature I find.
So the two on Tony. Oh wow, that was
They're
bad.
disadvantaged.
Oh, was that what the key point was for?
Yeah, the key point allows me to take a dodge, which means that until my next turn, any attack on me is at disadvantage.
So patient defense, you have to take that as a bonus action. It has to be taken on your turn.
No, that's not patient defense.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Which feature we're talking about? I'm getting confused.
So I think.
I have no problem being told I'm wrong.
Okay, deflect missiles, actions in combat. Sorry, let me just. Oh, okay. All right, patient defense. You can spend one key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action. Right?
Yeah, bonus
to do
action is
that
on
when
your turn. A reaction is done outside of your turn. So the bonus action is part
All
of
right, then.
Sorry.
Fair enough. Well, that's okay.
Okay. Those rolls were terrible anyway. Your AC is 16. Their modifier is +4. So he tries to bite you and go for 2 claws, and you dodge everything except one of the claws. That is 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the other one goes after you, swinging and biting. The bite hits, and so is one of the claws. That's going to be 4 piercing and 4 slashing.
So that's 12 points.
And at this point, seeing the Lackwit troglodytes hounding on you, the crowd goes into an uproar.
Rincewynd once again flips them off.
They are bloodthirsty monsters.
Rincewynd is also now urinating on the closest troglodyte.
That's not a good idea.
He's urinating on the one that he put the massive gash into. He thinks he's allegedly Dave.
Oh my gosh. Oh. So it is Alfred's turn. He's gonna jump over the dead rats, come over here, and he's going to stop right here. And he's going to take his short swords and go after this troglodyte right here. One attack, and he whiffs it really bad. Troglodyte moves out of the way, and the second one stabs him right in the gut.
Oh, stupid elf.
Oh, dear me.
And that is... Oh, son of a... Really? Alright. 4 damage.
I'm going to look at the elf and say, have you considered trying to do stuff that's useful?
I think you know my character by now, and I think you're probably aware that's not going to happen.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the elf.
Alright, back to the top with Charisma.
Okay, first move into position. 6, there we go. And I fire a crossbow at the one to the right of Craig. That one, yeah.
Yep. Good choice.
Roll a d20, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then d6.
Oh, 12. Nice.
Yeah, that hits. Hits him right in the side. And what's your modifier on that?
4 plus, plus 1, yeah.
Oh, why is my...
He's bleeding a little bit from that wound. You see him kind of lean over and hold his side as he grunts.
Catz.
And I can't really... Let me
Yeah.
hold a second. Actually, I use my bonus turn to give Tony the Master of Tactician. Master Tactics.
Oh, nice. Okay, so he'll have advantage. All right, so that's using the help actions, bonus action. He'll have advantage on his turn.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Right, now it's Cat's turn.
Throughout my entire turn? Or just on the first attack?
It's a help action, so you get advantage on a roll. So on a skill check or an attack roll.
Yep, okay.
Let me make sure I've got that right. I'm 99% sure I have that right.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was a big move. It should be here. Yeah. That is my 6 squares from where I was. I don't know why I've gone that much closer. I just wonder whether that just gives me a better chance of... Like, is it good if I'm closer?
For spells?
For, like, my range weapons?
What's it?
Well, have I got a javelin? Did I equip myself with a javelin?
I don't know, but
Might not
if you... No, you took a longsword. I asked if you wanted to take any sort of sidearm weapon like a dagger or a short sword. I'll say you have a javelin if you want, because I did offer you the chance to take another weapon.
Oh, sorry. I'll use another magic spell if I've still got some left.
Yeah, your cantrips, which are your lowest level spells, you don't need to use spell slots for them. So you have Acid Splash, but you can just use as an action on your turn. It doesn't take a spell slot.
Yeah. I'll use that.
So that one has a range of 60 feet. So as far as where you are, as long as your target is within 60 feet, you can attack them with it. So that I need to roll a save for. So which one are you targeting? The one to the right of Craig?
The one to the right here. This closest one. I can't. Yeah, that one.
Okay. All right, and he succeeds on the saving throw. So he manages to dodge a little bit. So this spell, it says you hurl a bubble of acid. Oh, it says choose 1 or 2 creatures in range. Damn.
So you can choose 2.
You can throw it at 2 people. No one in my games ever used acid. I've only ever read this a few times.
Oh,
Yeah, so...
Not let me choose another.
Click off the character and then try again.
No, I'm clicking. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm clicking like mad there. Nothing's happening.
And I rolled 20.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
there we go.
I thought that.
Now that's worked.
That's it. Spam
Is that the
until
other
it
one
works.
you want to? That the other one you want to target?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have that one.
All right. Do you have any more movement? Because you'll just need to move down 5 feet. Otherwise, the elf will be. Or you can just do it with the elf in the way.
Just do it to the one that's
allowed
next
to
to
move?
Catz. Sorry, that's next to Craig.
Yeah. Okay. This one.
Click and hold.
There we
Got
go.
you. Right. There you go.
All right. So you're doing it to those 2. All right. So the first one failed. Okay. So this one is what they call a save or suck. Because some spells, if they fail to save, they still take some damage. But this one, if they succeed on the save, they still take some damage. But this one, if they beat the save, no damage. They just dodge out of the way of it. So the first one, I rolled a 17, so he beat that. So your bubble of acid misses him. And for the second one, nope, you nail him right in the face. So you are... All right, so that's going to be 1d6 acid damage. So roll a d6 for me, please.
D6. I got a 5. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what we get. Right. Next up is Pacal. Tony.
Okay, I am. Just give me a moment.
Someone's getting phoned.
I am getting phoned. Just a second. I need to get back to them. So the
Dungeon Dragon's much more important.
all right. Yeah, it certainly is. So let me just get this. I'll use my. I'll attack him. Bang. Okay, that is a hit.
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry. That was wrong. That's 5 points damage. And I'm going to spend a key point to use Flurry of Blows.
Right.
So on my first Flurry of Blows, I'm going to use the advantage that I have. Okay, so that's a hit.
Okay.
And that does another 8 points of damage, so that's 13. He now has to make a dex roll to stay upright. Because I'm using open hand technique.
That is an 18.
Boom.
An 18, okay. So
Yeah.
that did not work.
But
so I shall hit him again.
he looks like he's about to fall over.
Well, I am about to hit him again, so he can hold his horses. Okay, so that's another 18. That is a so that's another hit. So that's another 8 points of damage.
Yep.
And again, he can make a dex saving throw or fall over.
And he falls over anyway. You hear bones cracking, and where are you punching him? Head, face, chest?
Chest.
Yeah, you hear his sternum crack, some ribs break, and he tries to take a breath, but he can't, and he falls down dead.
Rincewynd gets very excited.
That's never good.
That's not good.
Is that it for your turn, Tony?
Yes, that is it for my turn.
Okay.
So it is Rincewind's turn. That ties my tongue up every time I say it.
Okay, Rincewynd takes his maximum amount of steps to the right one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And throws a javelin at this one.
So you stepped away from the troglodytes?
Yeah.
Okay. So in D&D, in 5th edition, when you leave a creature's reach, like if you get out of their range of attack, they get an opportunity attack. So by you leaving,
once you
go ahead.
just as a tactical situation, stay there and whack them with the axe. It's better for you. You'll get
What he said.
You'll give them the opportunity to tag more damage on you if you step back.
All right, I'll do that then.
That's what the disengage action is for. If you want to move away from enemies without provoking opportunity attacks, you say you use the disengage action, and then you can move, and they won't attack you.
Right. Okay.
But you don't get to do that and attack.
Right.
Correct.
In that case, okay. I'm going to start again. I'm just going to stay where I am, and I'm just going to swing my axe at this dude here. So D20, 15 plus.
Yeah, that is.
4.
Which one was it again?
The bottom one.
Bottom one.
Yeah. Oh, what's that?
Move yourself back to your icon back. You're confusing us. You're throwing everything astray.
My icon is back where it was.
It is back.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. On my screen.
So right. So I rolled a 15 plus my 4. It's 19.
Yeah, so that definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Nice.
Bring your great axe down on him.
So, how do you know how many hit points they've got left?
I usually convey that by describing the condition of the creature. He looks just as well as he did when they all first came out.
What? I just hit him with an axe.
You haven't dealt your damage yet.
Is that what?
Gotta roll your d12.
Oh, my d12. Sorry. 9 plus 4.
Oh, so what does this tell you about his HP? Your axe cleaves into his skull, and he bleeds profusely from his cranium. And when you pull your axe out of his head, he falls down, dead.
I lick the axe. Go. Oh, nice.
I was about to say you're wasting all the good bits.
I then reach into the hole left in his head by the axe, pull out parts of the brain matter, pick away parts of the skull that are embedded in it, and put it in my mouth and start chewing it like it's chewing tobacco.
Okay. You do realise that there are still 2 troglodytes right either side of you.
Yeah, but I just ate one of their friends.
Focus. Focus.
I think that's the end of my go, though, right?
Yeah, that's the end of your turn. Yes.
Okay, I need to quickly go and use the loot.
I'll wait till you get back because it's the time for the troglodytes to attack. So I'll wait till you get back.
Okay, I'll be back in two. No, you know what? I can go after the troglodytes. Actually, that's fine. Right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh. So the 3 remaining troglodytes. There you go. They go into. Sorry, I'm just seeing messages from my home group. They're popping up on my screen. The troglodytes go into a confused. The lack-wit troglodytes go into a confused rage, incoherently screaming and babbling at their enemies.
Okay.
As they do, they start flailing around wildly, trying to claw and bite at anything they can get. This is forcing whoever they attack, in this case, Craig and Tony. I need wisdom saves.
Okay. So what?
They're incoherent screaming and babbling. They're attempting to throw you off guard so they can make a fatal blow.
So I have 0 wisdom.
Well, we know that, Craig, but what about your character?
0 wisdom. So
you would roll a d20, and then you look at your saving throw modifiers, which for your wisdom is a +0. So,
Tony, you just rolled a 1.
Crit fail. Crit fail.
Oh, and you've only got a +2.
I've only got a +2. Well, it doesn't matter. It's an automatic fail on a 1.
Not on a saving throw. The only time critical fails, the only time criticals apply are to attack rolls.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that is a common misconception.
Okay.
Drives me insane to my players roll a 20 on an athletics check. I crit. No, it doesn't. Like I don't care how high your strength is. You can't lift that gigantic boulder. I'm sorry.
So I rolled an 11. What does this mean?
That means ironically, you are not affected by the incoherent ramblings of the troglodytes as they scream at you and trying to take you off guard. Pacal, however, is startled by the actions of the troglodyte, not expecting it to come at it, so incessantly and Crazed is the word.
We're fucking talking about you want me to review a paid live stream. What the hell?
What?
What?
Oh,
That's the last thing that took me off guard. Was... You remember the Bart K thing?
Yeah.
He wanted me to review a paper in a live stream.
Oh,
What the? Yeah,
that's right.
It took me off guard. Yeah.
Oh, Bart K has muted me and blocked me on everything. Done a couple of attack videos on me.
he's an absolute idiot.
Bart may be my new dumb fuck of the year candidate.
Yeah, he's a complete tool.
He is a bit of a. He is a complete tool. Apparently, he's bad mouthing me, and I apologize to him for losing my temper.
Yeah,
which now I'm regretting.
Yeah, I was going to say that. But Tony, you have failing that wisdom save. You have sorry, the troglodyte has advantage on his attacks against you this turn.
This is going to hurt.
So for the first one, that's going to be 17. But what's your AC?
16.
All right, first one hits. He with a bite. That hits for 4 piercing damage. Second one, he goes with the claw. He still misses even with that advantage. And on the last one, what'd you say your AC was again? I'm sorry.
16. Sorry.
Okay, now the claw's gonna miss. Even with advantage, both of the claws miss. So only gets a bite in.
Okay.
And 2 troglodytes are on.
That was incredibly fortunate.
Yes. Okay, so on Craig, the bite's gonna hit from 1 troglodyte. I think I'm gonna hit that 4 times back. So the last 3, 12, 3, and the second troglodyte is just flailing wildly, completely missing you in its unbridled, confused rage.
I'm just hardcore. You know that, right?
What?
I'm just hardcore.
So you take 2 piercing damage from the 1 bite.
Yeah. I need to take 2 off. Okay, 2 6.
It is 9 o'clock. I have to go.
Okay.
So while I'm gonna call. Let me take a note of where we are. Hold on. That was the troglodyte. So elf where the elf goes. And we're in the 5th round of combat, or do we do the 5th or 6th?
Well, I want to say, Brian, thank you for starting this campaign with us, and we can definitely pick this up another time. I think we're all more aware of the rules now, so it'll be more fun to just get into it. Absolutely. And Catz,
really enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
I know for you, I know I'm up for 40 hours, but I know it is 2 o'clock in the morning for you as it is for me. So thank you for hanging around as long as you have, buddy. I appreciate it.
No, thanks for having us, and I echo what FTFE said. Thanks for setting this up. I've really enjoyed it. I had no idea what I was walking into, but it's quite addictive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. It is, yeah. That's awesome to hear, Catz. Thank you. Thank you to everyone.
No worries.
Yeah, thank you for everyone coming on, and I've been just ridiculously nervous the last few days.
You've done brilliantly. You've done brilliantly. Thank you, Brian.
You have done brilliantly. Yep.
Yeah, you have. It's been great. Really enjoyed it.
And I really hope. So I can do. I'll talk to Craig details after. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna close and log out of this stuff. But
all right, bud. Well,
yeah.
Thank you.
I'll hopefully be able to tune in some of the rest of the stream tonight. But yeah. Thank you again for having me on to do this. I've had fun. I love it. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Thank you very much for doing it. I really appreciate it.